I wanted to tell him that it could get worse.
I can't turn this.
Hold on, I got it.
Actually, if I do...
Yeah, if you angle it up a little bit. Yeah, get your adjustments in now. No, that's better. Now you can see the trophy better, too.
Little close. A little close.
Kyle, you want to change that to red or something?
Nope.
Who just hit the... Oh, he's grumpy. There it is.
Green doesn't make any sense.
We good?
Yeah, we're live.
Can you pull the chat
We're
over
doing
here?
that right now.
I got you, Norm.
I just had to mute this thing as well.
Because it's bothering me, too.
It's just trees.
Just...
Kyle, you want to change that to red or something?
Nope.
Who just hit the...
Oh, how do you get rid of that?
Oh, he's grumpy. There it is.
Green doesn't make
Oh, I was actually just opening the app.
That work?
We good?
That's it.
We're live.
It is feeding back. Why is it feeding?
It's done. I got it.
You got it? Cool.
Enhance.
Yeah, even Norm can't see that with his new glasses.
Up, left.
No. Yeah, that one.
Oh, you had it.
You had it.
Yeah, I do
You
not.
long clicked.
I do not know how Mac iOS works at all.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my
Cuck
God.
chair down. Cuck chair down.
my God.
This is awful.
That's the clip.
This
That's
is
the
awful.
clip.
Steve, just sit on the ground, bub.
Please clip that.
You're done.
Oh, my God.
That was amazing.
His face.
He fell so gracefully.
Brother.
What is that?
There's got to be a zoom in. Because in the old one...
Command plus.
Yeah, Command Plus. I couldn't remember it. I haven't used a Mac in a while.
Steve was working on his
There we go.
celebration.
Keep going.
Keep tapping it.
Enhance. Enhance. Oh, yep.
There you go.
Oh, we
That's
are
good.
there.
That one. That's the one.
Yeah, that is good enough.
Oh, that was great.
And Scumbag took the house down.
He gave up his body for the show.
Yeah. Smash.
I need to hear that back in real time.
Is the smash crackle pop.
I need to hear it back.
Alright. Now that we're alive,
Tell me the camera shakes.
The whole house shook.
It didn't. It didn't.
Oh.
I was hoping for
I felt it.
I was hoping for.
I absolutely felt it. If you are just tuning in or rewatching, Scumbag just ate it. And please shut that off. It's getting
I am. Hold on. I'm just.
This is the time we do off track. Scumbag, what do you got?
Well, we did what we did on Friday, and then
Yeah, we'll get into that in the show.
Saturday, my wife has Cousin's Day,
The noise.
so we were just at the lake, another kayak day. Came home, watched the Xfinity race a little bit, and then yesterday I did nothing.
Nice. Sometimes those are
Actually.
the best days, actually.
Yeah, I just did nothing and watched the race and slept on the couch and took a nap.
Sounds like a wonderful Sunday.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, yeah.
No, what do you got for the folks? Anything exciting?
Not too much crazy nonsense. We had our bi-monthly Loose as Fast Beer League races on Saturday
Oh,
night.
I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Had some fun doing those. Brought home a couple checkered flags myself.
boy.
We were on. We were on late. We were on till damn near midnight.
Couple second place finishes. I think I only did bad in like one race, and I got wrecked by Levi crossing the line for the green flag.
Yep.
I got
Nice.
fucking wiped out, so I ran by myself the entire time. And then the Daytona road course race at the end, I was dog slow.
I led the entire race and then blew it with 2 corners left.
Atta boy.
spun out.
Go me.
You
Self
just
spun?
like the,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
the
Just got
slowest self spin.
Just got way too hot on the loud pedal on the last lap, and I had like a 3-second lead. Probably we shouldn't have done that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, whatever. It was still fun though.
It was comical. We had a blast. Seems like it's probably gonna be the last one for a while. Not exactly getting a booming turnout
there's
for
been
those
about
midsummer.
4 of us.
So
Yeah, that's like a fall thing.
yeah, we
Maybe
were having
pick it
some
back up in
fun
the fall.
doing a little crossover with the Yes2 Motorsports guys. Our buddy Chris.
Yep.
They're always down for some weekend shenanigans, so we jumped in with them. Did some Pro 2 stuff. They were having a lot of fun with the new Porsches, or I guess old Porsches.
Yeah, so it's like
But-
it was before iRacing had the Porsche license. They had they had a roof. They had a roof, not a race car. It's like a street car. Like it doesn't have a roll cage. It looks like a street car. It's on street tires, but it's fast as fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
fun as hell.
Yeah.
Sick.
You're right, Levi. I did miss a shift. So technically, he's blaming me for him wrecking you.
Well, he's the one that turned hard right into me. So
What do you got for the folks, Dan?
Same as usual, pretty much. Not a whole hell of a lot. What the hell did I do? Oh, yeah. Blast up to the lake Friday night. We're there all day Saturday hanging out with my wife, sister-in-law, and her now fiance. Don't get me started. But they brought their little pup, so it was fun to have a little dude in the water for the first time. Took to it like a fish. Didn't really love it, but he was good at it. Kind of like my dogs.
Yeah.
Don't love it, but they know how to do it.
that's weird because in all the carts you see outside of like Home Depot and stuff, hot dogs don't normally float.
Yeah, he floated very well.
Yeah, they normally sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
But that Saturday was the lake's annual. I was telling Kyle about it. These people have a party at their house, and they have a band in the backyard on their patio, and they face all their speakers outward, and basically everyone on the lake shows up, and it's just a big hangout party. There's people, swimming and hanging out, and they're playing cover bands or cover music and all that stuff. So that was fun.
Spoiler alert, it was Aerosmith.
And then, aside from that, it has just been, we have started the process of the old Pack-a-Palooza.
Yeah.
I got a dumpster coming Tuesday. We
Nice.
dove into the garage yesterday. There was a pile of shit in my driveway.
Yeah, the Type S Alpine
You like
sub
that?
box with a Kenwood sub in it.
Didn't know that was even in there. Didn't even know. You know how long it's been since I've held a 12-inch subwoofer? I was like,
I
these
thought it
things
was a
were
10.
huge.
It's a 12?
It's a 12.
Hell yeah.
Thing was fucking huge.
I only ever had tans.
I donated it. We made a truck run last night over to Savers. I mean, my truck was stuffed full of shit.
Yeah.
Because there's some stuff we're running into where it's like, you feel bad throwing it away. Like,
Yeah.
that's still good, you know?
I'm a big fan of donating.
So, and the good thing is if they donate it, or if someone else buys it and uses it, cool. If they decide to throw it away, cool. I didn't.
Yeah.
It's your problem now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we dug into the garage yesterday, and it's one of those things where like there is a huge pile of crap in the driveway right now, waiting for to go in the dumpster tomorrow when it gets there. But then I look in the garage and I'm like, there's still a lot of shit in here. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't even make a dent. And then I turn around and there's a pile of stuff the size of the Cabrio, and I'm like, I didn't even do anything.
Why am I
Like,
the way I am?
What the hell?
Yeah.
So
That's what happens when you
um,
have your own place. You just have a place to chuck all your
yeah,
crap.
I'm not doing that anymore. I can't do it again. I'm trying to keep the new place clean because it's actually a nice garage, not a shitty one like I currently have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been just, we're hoping, I mean, in a month, we're hoping to be done. So it's kind of crunch time of let's just get everything done and over with. And that way, when we
Right.
close on the place, we can just start shuttling shit over,
Sick.
you know?
Well, that's always fun and also miserable at the same time.
Yeah, honestly, like I think I said last week, I enjoy this process more than like let's clean up and organize stuff in the house you live in.
Yeah.
Because like we had the problem in the house where we've done it before, where we'll go through times of like, let's clean the bedroom up, let's organize stuff, throw stuff away, but then organize it. Then you get it all organized, and you're like, well, now where do we put it? And then you end up just putting it somewhere, and then there's a mess over there now. Even though it's an organized mess, it's still a mess.
You have to purge in order to organize.
Now it's nice to be purging and packing at the same time. So when we move to the new place, we can find homes for this shit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I was shocked when we moved into the house. Like I've said many times, it was full of her grandparents' stuff. There's an old, I don't even know if the brand's still around anymore, Works electric tools.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if they're still around.
So
but, yeah.
there's been a tiny, it's like this big. It's a leaf blower. It's honestly like one you would use to like dry your car off.
All jacked up.
It's been sitting in that garage for 7 years. I've never touched it.
Yeah.
Got a battery on it and everything. No idea where the charger is. I picked it up yesterday, turned it on, still has power. I'm like, how does this battery not dead? It hasn't been touched in 7 years.
It's been waiting for
Just
you.
been waiting for me. So I looked it up last night because the thing's actually got a lot of power for a little dude. I can get an adapter to put DeWalt batteries on it for like $9 on Amazon. I'm like,
Hell yeah.
Steph's like, gonna throw it away. I'm like, no, I'm keeping that fucking thing now. I got a leaf blower.
Hell yeah.
I got a little baby leaf blower for like drying car. It's not.
Dude, I use the mini one that I got from
Yeah.
Harbor Freight nonstop for
Yeah,
car
it's
washes.
like this
It's the
big,
best.
and then the snout's like that big, and it goes down. It's like probably about that big of an outlet. But
Yeah.
I was like blowing dirt out of the garage yesterday. You're not gonna go take it out in the yard and be fucking blowing a pile of
But
leaves
you
around.
get all
but
the water out of the windowsills
Yeah.
and then you wash
I was
the
like,
truck
I
and
am
stuff.
keeping this thing,
Hell
and
yeah.
I'm gonna buy that adapter and put my batteries on it.
That's sick.
That's pretty much it, though. Just that's been the life, and we're dying again because it's the surface of the sun again.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are in the midst of yet another heat wave.
This has got to be some kind of record.
Sixth, fifth heat wave. Who the hell knows?
This has
Fucking
got to
over
be.
it.
We're getting killed. up here in New England. It was 90. It feels like was 97.
When I was coming down here, I've noticed
something like that.
the Volkswagen likes to read like kind of what the feels like is
Yeah.
closer to that, and I saw 99 on the way down here.
Yep. Not surprised.
And
So-
it's supposed to be hotter, I think, all week. I think today was the okay, like the starting day.
Yeah, Friday it's going to go back to somewhat normal.
But I looked at the weather for the next, as far out as my weather app goes, and it's like 90s, 80s, no rain, all the way. As
Nice.
far out as I can see.
Nice. We're getting killed.
Fucking cooked.
Yeah. So I went up to New Hampshire for the weekend. It was the wife's birthday weekend, so we went up there. We'll talk about our Friday when we get into the actual show. But yeah, we went up to New Hampshire, up in the Lincoln area. Near
Beautiful
Blue
country
Mountain.
up there.
Yeah, her family's got a place up there that we've gone to a whole mess of times. I've been there a bunch, but I've actually never been there outside of the winter.
I was going to say, yeah, you've only been there in the winter. Sorry, I didn't think
Weirdly
that would
went through
happen.
my head.
I didn't think that would happen. I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys need to go up there in the fall.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously that's
peeping
crazy.
season.
Actually, no.
peepers.
No, he shouldn't go up there in the fall.
I don't really want to because of how busy it probably is.
Exit 32, which is the Lincoln exit. I've driven by that in like end of September, early October. It will be backed up a mile onto the highway.
So is Lincoln
Yeah.
pre-notch or post-notch?
Pre.
Pre? Okay.
But everyone gets off in Lincoln to go leaf peeping because that leads you to the Kank.
Yep.
So I have seen that traffic. It will be backed up that whole strip that runs through town, gridlock, all the way up the exit, all like a mile up the highway.
Yeah.
On like a Saturday morning you avoid that place like the plague
Yeah.
in leaf peeping season.
So we went up there. They got a lake in their complex. You know, beautiful lake. You know what's nice about a lake is you don't worry about what's under your feet.
Nope.
Yeah, it's weird. It's if
Nothing
only
that
you
can eat
knew
you.
somebody that had a lake that,
Yeah.
that would invite you.
And I'm pretty sure that
Dan's
might
like
be the
you got
first
to worry
time I've
about what's
ever.
under your feet because there's rocks everywhere.
It's not, well,
It'll get you.
Yeah, rocks are fine.
not where like at the sandbar. It's great. I actually, it was funny. People at the sandbar this weekend, they were joking with. They had a bunch of kids on their boat, and I guess they had a teenager, and I heard them joking that she had lost a bracelet. Like I heard them, like, oh, maybe we'll find it someday. 5 minutes later, one of the moms is like, wait a minute, and she picks it up with her foot. She's like, it's right here.
Nice.
They found it like, but yeah, there's nothing. The only
Staged for likes.
someone
guaranteed.
did post a picture last weekend though of something that terrifies me in that lake.
Snappers.
Dude, the thing's a dinosaur. Its shell's the size of this mirror. It was sitting on a rock. It's bigger than Bodie. Like it would eat Bodie
Nice.
and Frankie.
Yeah, it's not gonna eat me though. So
No,
that's fine.
It'll still fuck your day up.
So yeah,
Take a couple
we did
toes
that.
with it.
Did some hiking. Bodie did like 1,300 feet.
Look, that's a lot for a little dude.
Yep.
Yeah, you posted a picture of that little man at the top, and I'm like, wasn't he the one just pretending he was injured walking on the beach?
Yeah, that's him. Same one.
And he's just like, I'm gonna go climb a mountain today, dog. Can't
Yeah.
stop me.
Yep. And he loves it. Absolutely loves hiking.
Yeah.
You want to put the harness to go walk around the street? Nah. No interest.
Did you guys have him harnessed and leashed the whole time?
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, harness, yeah. He kept the harness on.
That's-
I unhook him.
That's what we
pretty
do with
quickly.
ours because we have the collars on ours, but we leave the harness on them and they just run around. But if we see someone or hear someone coming, I'll beep them back to me and then we just like hold them by the harness
Yeah.
while we're walking by people.
Yeah, that's what we did. I mean, the way up, we got up there early, so we went up with nobody.
Yeah.
We didn't see a single
you guys
person until we
park-
got to the top.
Parking the flume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to the top. Someone came up behind us, and then we saw a whole bunch of people on the way back down. So I had them harnessed
Yep.
most of the way down. But
Yep.
yeah, for the most part, no.
Yeah, our guys,
his own thing.
Bodie's can't be. I mean, he's probably fast, but like our idiots. I mean, when we'll go on a 4-mile hike and they do 40 because they're
Yeah.
back and forth. They're back and forth. They're over here. They're
No,
up there.
he's very tight to me.
Our boys usually they know the whole thing is if I can't see them, they're too far. So they'll run up and like if there's a corner or like a hill, they'll stop and like turn around and look at me like fat ass. Let's go. Hurry up.
Yeah. Bodie's really good. I mean, he's super nimble on the rocks.
That's cool.
Quite impressive. So yeah, we had a good weekend. And then we can talk about the stuff that we did together on the show.
Yeah, we'll save that for the show so Loudon actually knows we talk about them.
Yeah, let's do it. You ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
It's hot in here.
Very hot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of the Loose is Fast podcast, your podcast home for all things NASCAR and some things not. I am Kyle Belcher and joined, as always, by Daniel Walker,
It's too hot.
Norman Pelletier,
We in it.
and Scumbag Steve.
Yay!
On today's episode, we'll talk some NASCAR news, talk about our weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Dan interrupted me in the middle of it. What?
That was first name Scumbag, last name Steve.
Oh, nice. Yeah, talk about all 3 series weekend at Watkins Glen. Big weekend for the Northeast.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
That and much more on a wonderful episode that we call Lose Fast Podcast. But before we can call it that, Dan has to pay the bills.
No. Bills are paid. We're good.
Bills are paid.
Your winnings will pay the bills for this week.
Yeah, damn right.
All those gift cards.
We'll get to that. Dude, I was excited about the second one.
That second one's sick.
Yeah.
Steph said she'll take the other ones if you don't want to use them.
I need to get up there.
Yeah, you've been saying that since you won the first one.
Yeah. Well, now I got twice as many, so maybe I can bring you with me.
There you go. Loud weekend.
We could do that.
If you come up like Thursday night,
I could probably do that.
because there is truck. I was thinking about this. There is truck stuff on Friday, and Corey's in the truck race. So like, I kind of want to go watch truck practice and stuff on Friday, and
Yeah, we're gonna
I'd be
have to
doing
figure
that by myself.
That sounds
All right,
about
moving on. We are brought to you this week and every other week by the Revival Motoring Network, the Revival Motoring detailing products. Go get you some of those, and us, the Loose is Fast podcast. Good. I like that one. That's a good one.
It's the sound of a shiny car.
Don't like that one. Much better.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they make detail products now?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly.
Josh said they're selling pretty good too. So
Like hotcakes, some would say.
yeah, I think it was like a car wash and wax, a glass cleaner, and I'm assuming a like quick detailer.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. So head on over to revivalmotoring.com and get you some of those. And then, or before you do that, go to loosesfastpodcast.com. Get yourself some merch. Keep an eye out. Norm has been chefing up some new designs.
Ooh,
Where
there's new stuff coming, and it is hot.
it is his finest work to date, and it is incredible. Like
It's the best stuff I've made in the past 24 hours.
when he
guaranteed.
sent us the pictures last night of what he was chefing up, we need, like I said last night, we need cup races to end at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. More.
Sex live.
they're no longer there. Somebody else. Because there's a bunch of charters that are going to be on fire sale, and Toyota's going to want to get their criminal hands in some pockets to get to more Toyotas. Yeah. So it's not done deal that he's gone, but his seemingly sealed future seat at 2311 is in jeopardy.
Talk, Dan.
Check, check, check. Check it, check.
Oh, we are so back.
Oh, we are back. What'd you do?
Just back to the default settings because it wasn't reading the right.
Oh.
Kyle turned it off and then turned it back on.
He literally turned it off and back on again.
No, I switched the main default.
Did you hit a flag?
Oh, I paused this.
Oh, nice.
You know how to do that?
Yep. Anyway, okay, my turn.
Yeah, we're done
Right.
with that. We're done with the
All
old.
right, it's working in Australia.
Nice. Trevor Ruffley says we have a room mic.
I have no idea what he's saying.
Like it's picking up like from all of them at once.
I don't.
I don't know. It's not coming from your mics, but it works. Whatever.
Oh, is it
Podcast
like
will be
picking
fine.
it up off the laptop maybe?
I mean, it's,
Well, it's still running, so you can click on the buttons and play with it now. But at
Yeah.
least something is up.
yeah.
Anyway, all right, get into our race picks. Did not go as planned, but
Well, it
was,
went exactly as expected.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a throwaway in the first place.
Bro,
but
I was scared.
it was, yeah. I mean, it's not like it made much of a difference. So I chose Catherine Legg, getting me a whopping 1 point.
Could have had 3, baby. Could have had 3.
3 with Custer, but did me absolutely no good no matter what. Dan with Mr. Carson no spark brought him home 19.
Disappointed.
And
Well, he gave away like 3 spots
Yeah,
to that race.
yeah.
And to no surprise at all, Norm takes the victory against us.
Additional 10 points on top of SVG's 43, getting him 53 on the day.
It'll be my second actual win of the season.
Is it?
And my first one was the All-Star race.
Hey, it's your only real win of the season.
Oh, yeah,
Like a full. Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
The All-Star race got me to 10 points, but that's it.
Yeah, right. But your last 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks in a row.
I've been pretty hot since Atlanta. I've won 1, 2, 3, and a win.
Yep.
So Dan has been down in the dumps since Atlanta.
Yeah, I haven't been doing very
Although you
good.
won Chicago.
I've been
State,
doing
right?
solid, except this week. Is what it is. But we have to look at our leaderboard. Dan, that's still leading at 742. I'm 38 behind now at 704. Norm, nip it at the heels. 700 flat.
He's back, baby. He is back. Like that's
Back in
crazy to think that this is gonna. We got 2 races left in the regular season, and Norm could win the regular season champion.
It ain't over till it's over. We have to choose from Richmond, getting real tight on the pickings. I'm going with last year's winner, Mr. Austin. Dylan.
Hope he gets fucking encumbered again.
I have fucking nobody.
You really know.
Austin Dylan.
Steve, I think it's better because it shows it clipping now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's picking up off the mics.
There you go. Car Update said it's louder, but still distant. I think we're hearing the default computer mic. I mean, they said they can hear us, though, so that's all.
Just for each.
Oh, I'm so in between 2 people.
What are your 2?
Bubba and Priest. I looked it up. They literally have very similar averages. They both have a top 5. They both have a top 10. Bubba's led laps there, but Priest hasn't.
Priest has
I think-
been looking hot.
I think
That's
you should
the
go,
thing.
I think you should go with Captain Light.
I think Priest has more momentum. I mean, they
That's a
both
smart
have.
decision.
They both have momentum right now. I think.
Yeah, Bubba's been a top 10 streak since his win.
That's true too.
This is hard because it's. I also feel like Toyota.
I think you should pick neither.
I think Toyota is strong in Richmond.
They are.
You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna regret this regardless of what I do.
Yeah, you are. You've already said it too. Well, with how good Danny is, and Danny's the only point for.
Yeah. But Ryan's gonna be points racing. Bubba's kind of points racing, but he's already in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's not like you split the stages at Richmond.
No.
Right.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Give me Priest.
Bubba too.
And the only reason I said
Checker
that is
flag.
the only reason I said that is because my other super speedway pick you might take next week. So I need to leave myself an option.
Richardo.
Yeah, I need to leave myself an option.
Alright,
Well, where are you going?
I have literally nobody. I don't have.
Riley Hurst it is.
I don't have. That's honestly not a bad. He wasn't bad this weekend until the end. He was up there the entire race.
I see who you should be picking.
I do too.
I'm between like 4 different people. One of them, Ty Dillon. Maybe he gets a little bit of his brother's mojo from last year
That's not a person.
and wrecks the field.
I just got a nice whiff of cold air. Just hitting a little bit.
It's
Starting to catch up.
Todd Gilliland, although Todd's been terrible this year.
Yeah.
And then the Legacy twins. But I'm going to go with old John Hunter Nemechek himself.
Brother, you are missing somebody.
Who?
Barry?
I picked Barry.
White on the.
I picked Barry early this season, I thought.
Nope, you have not picked him once.
You want your mulligan?
He already used his mulligan. He's the reason for the mulligan. I still haven't used it. I'm the only one that hasn't used it.
Oh,
I'm sticking with John Hunter, dude.
Alright.
okay. That's what it is. Lock it
I
in.
could have sworn I picked Barry right after he won.
Nope.
Okay. See how it shakes out. Austin Dillon, Ryan Priest, and John Nemechek.
And Barry's been terrible.
That means it's time for.
It's hot.
Hot. Yeah, it is hot. But I just.
I'm feeling it. You're right. I'm starting to catch it.
up.
Do we dare turn the ceiling fan on to circulate the cold? I think that's the problem, is we have no air moving in here right now. I mean, I think we'll be alright because the computer's not on. That's a big draw.
Alright, so we don't have picture-in-picture this
I'll
week
put it on the wavy thing.
Sure.
because we are on budget fire mode right now because the house is about to erupt. It's roughly the surface of the sun in here.
We have figured out
Outside.
that the breaker problem is temperature dependent.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
When it's scorched earth out there, it's scorched earth in Kyle's electrical cabinet. A couple honorable mentions right off the bat. The old 8 Budweiser car having 2 snap-on scheme. Really good. I like it a lot. Look cool. Color's cool. Probably the best snap-on scheme we've seen in a long time. But the snap-on logo could have been about 10 times bigger because there was Big old empty spot on the side of the car that looked kind of stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Other honorable mention.
Oh, these pictures.
Yeah, you can't see shit. The Ford
I really
AW
like
car,
Yeah.
the old root beer missile.
Yeah, AW.
Always good schemes.
Yeah, for sure.
Scrolling down, 16 looked pretty cool.
Rizzy.
Grizzly Adams scheme. Bubba scheme.
Where was he? Absolutely nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, colleagues in trouble. 23, gone. That one was tough to nail down.
Honorable mention to his suit, though.
Yeah, that was
Suit
fun.
looked like it was straight out of the 80s.
I loved
Cool
it.
suit. 44. Cool scheme on the 44. But, oh, 51 Evil Evil. But scheme of the week this week, 66. I gotta stop looking. Scheme of the week this week, go to the 47, the Hulkster scheme.
Didn't I give that one?
It was a different scheme.
Different, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, the Go Bowling scheme?
to the real American game.
R.I.P.
47 Hulkster.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
As usual, you put red, white, blue on the car, you will win.
Yeah, as you should. Cool. Well, that does it for Norm's Scheme Week. Ready. What do we got now? Let's. Anything else you had that callbacks? Or
Yes.
shall we?
Our weekend, our day.
That's news.
Oh, you want to go news?
Okay. That is.
Or just put that in,
News.
By the way,
in the race segment.
speaking of news, we did make like Speedway Digest.
Oh, really?
You know how they
So we involved.
our names are in it because it's the exact.
It's the list again.
It's the press release that they sent out. I'm assuming that they just grabbed that because it's
Yeah.
exactly how it was emailed to us.
I think it was.
Well, I have emails, a Google alert set up for the name of the show.
Right.
And that first one popped up was the NHMS article. And then, like, the next day, there was a Speedway Digest one that was the same article, but it was posted. It was on their Facebook and everything.
Hell yeah. I love it. Cool. So let's just do this first. The news. Loose Fast podcast is in the news this week because I
Moving on.
am officially a 2-time New Hampshire Motor Speedway Media Challenge winner.
Massive asterisk.
Nope. There is no asterisk at all.
Kyle won a preseason game against the second string starters.
So kidding aside, well, actually, not kidding. I did win it.
He won.
We were invited back to New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Somehow they
once
keep
again.
inviting us back. I don't know why.
And they are always so happy to see us. So we got invited back for the annual media challenge. If you are a longtime listener of this, you've known we've done it the last 4 years.
Yes, this was our fourth.
This will be our 4th. Yep. So we get to go to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's the NASCAR driving experience that you see at a lot of the other tracks. So they invite the local media out to have the media challenge.
So we had news people from, I think it was in every state except for Connecticut. So we had news people from Maine, Vermont, there's radio stations, newspapers,
Right.
news people. I know our buddy Kevin Wiles, who works for Channel 5 in Boston, brought up one of their weather guys and their social media girl. They got to do it.
Yep.
Apparently, Mike Walker apparently races apparently he races motorcycles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's a real dude.
yeah, it's basically to get some local media there to give them a taste of racing and then have them go back and be like, hey, you should buy tickets to the race. And you should.
You should. It's a great way to promote it.
100%.
Get all the local news outlets to do something about it, and it's a lot of fun. We just have a really good time. The chef and catering team there brought out 3 options.
They do this every year.
For the specialty item for New Hampshire weekend. There was a cheeseburger shaped whoopie pie.
So we originally heard cheeseburger whoopie pie, and we all went, huh? Your mind instantly goes to a whoopie pie with like a
Meat in it.
with
Did
meat in
they
it.
actually do that like 2 years ago?
No,
Wasn't it like a donut burger? or
it was the
something?
donut burger,
Donut
yes.
burger,
Yeah.
But no, this was a legit. So it was a vanilla whoopie pie with the normal whoopie pie filling that had food coloring in it to look like pickles and mustard, or no, ketchup and mustard. There was
Shaved
lettuce.
coconut.
There was shaved coconut that was dyed green to look like lettuce.
Yeah.
And then chocolate sprinkles to look like a burger on the outside.
Oh yeah,
It was delicious.
good. I had so many of them.
Yeah, I had multiples.
And then they had a peanut butter and chocolate.
So this was also kind of a whoopie pie. But it was like a chocolate whoopie pie full of peanut butter, and then when you in the middle of the peanut butter was like a lava cake full of marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, which was also incredible. And then the last item, which didn't fit, and I didn't think it was a fair comparison, was the pulled pork
bacon mac and
mac and
cheese.
cheese, which was amazing. But you put a dessert against the meal.
Yeah.
That's a tough call.
Apparently
I
they-
picked both, and they wouldn't let me.
The cheeseburger whoopie pie only won by a vote. So
Which was all of us.
all of us.
Not
Literally
the whole team.
5 of us.
But
But it's cool because they let us sample the stuff and then we vote on it, and that's the thing that's going to get served. Although I've never actually found the thing that we voted for on race weekend.
I have, aside from the
Frozen hot chocolate, I never found
never
it.
made it.
It's
Well, because they didn't bring it.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, they had
that's
an
right.
issue getting enough of them. Or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, that's the specialty item that you'll be able to get at New Hampshire Motor Speedway that race weekend at certain concession stands. So go look for the cheeseburger whoopie pie.
The Kyle Belcher
We
whoopie pie.
picked.
Yeah,
And
We
literally.
should name it after the winner. The Kyle Belcher cheeseburger whoopie pie.
Kyle Special. It comes with a tequila red.
Kyle Burger. The Kyle Special comes with a whiskey ginger.
Yeah. That's awesome. Now we're talking.
Shannon.
So yeah, we get to go up there for that. They let us do a ride along with the coolest instructor we've had.
Yeah, he's rich.
Dude,
That guy was a man.
we've been doing this for 4 years. I think we've only done the ride along once though, because other years we were like, we've already done it. Let people that haven't done it before, we'll just skip that
And to
part.
keep it moving, we'll just go drive.
We'll just go straight to the drive. So we've done the ride along. The first time we did it, it was fun.
Well, I did it also into Daytona. So
Yeah.
So I got an extra one on you guys.
So we did it the first time, which was fun because it was our first attempt. It was the first time we'd ever done it. Then this year they didn't give us the choice. They were just like, get in line, go on the ride along. We're like, okay. I am so happy we did, because the dude doing the ride alongs in the 2-seater he was not scared.
No, he was.
There was a couple moments where I'm like, I feel this thing. Like you could feel the car yaw
out,
You
yeah.
could feel it yaw out, and I'm like, oh, we are digging. And I mean, he's got the same cars as the rest of us. I think it had a little more power, but it still had the same rev limiter.
The chip was
54. The chip was at 54.
He was going way past.
Yeah, but he was
I was
still
watching it north of 6.
he was still buried in the chip on the straightaways and like barely lifting, getting in the corners, just
He was
shipping.
sailing
And he was
everywhere.
making sure to give us the full right against the wall experience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was on the fucking wall.
He laid her up against the walls like someone else is gonna lose it.
Oh yeah, and obviously, like for us, like I mean, you've never done it before, but
No.
like you still understand watching. We're big race fans, like you know they get close to the wall. I guarantee you, some of those people that like are from a radio station or like we were like, what the hell?
Yeah,
You know, it's
we're
always-
gonna hit it, we're gonna hit it, we're gonna hit it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I felt weird because I was just dead silent the whole time. Like
So the driver was unbelievable.
He was
the guy was
awesome.
super cool. We got to chat with him afterwards. He's a real interesting guy with some cool stories.
Yep.
The spotters up top were awesome.
they were
so
the
so
best,
much fun.
the best we've ever had because they let us go. They were there for direction, but they also didn't rein us in
They
if we
trusted
didn't.
us.
They trusted us exactly. If we
Yeah.
didn't listen to them, spoiler alert, we didn't.
And kudos to Shannon and the team for notifying them that there's some people in this crowd that semi know what they're
Kind of know what we're doing. Yeah. So
Reel them in if they get too too excited.
shouts
That's what
to the spotter that me and Steve had because I started to feel bad because if you've never done it before, basically each lap they increase. If you're doing okay, they'll say, all right, I want you at 4,000 RPM going down the straightaway. Then if I do, then the
and
next
we listened to
straightaway
that perfectly to a T.
to a T.
Yep.
Except, which is, I get off, I think it was turn 2. All right, you're going to bring it up to 4,700 RPM. I'm already at 5. I'm already on the chip. I was like, oh, my bad. But they didn't, yell at us. They didn't, say, back it down ever. They were just, I think they saw that we knew what we were doing, and they were like, okay, they're not being dumb. They're not riding the chip the whole way down the straightaway like they tell you not to do. You did.
Not straight away. You went corners.
Yeah, you did in the corners.
So you win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
By 5.
I thought it was so much fun this year. They let us
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. 100%.
Unfortunately, I somehow, for however many years it's been, got stuck in a Kyle Busch car again.
Yeah.
How does this keep happening?
So glad I can
Kyle Busch guy.
Yeah. You had the Rainbow Warrior, William Byron.
Yep.
I like Steve's car. Steve had a Logano Speedway Classic
With Big Poppy on it.
with big
Yeah,
poppy
Big
on
Poppy
it. It was
was
actually
great.
pretty sick.
That's what I had.
I was talking to the guy.
Steve gets in the car. He's like, "This is our fucking team."
Well, they stuck Steve in that car, and that's like the tall guy car. So
Yeah.
I saw they had to bring
That
me the
little
seat pad.
cushion behind me.
They had to
Oh,
bring me
did
the
they?
yeah. Because I saw Steve get in, and then I saw the guy walking over with the pad, and I look over because you were perfectly in front of me, so I could see the side. The seat was 6 inches behind you, Steve's just sitting forward, and I'm like,
Yeah. I'm like,
oh, he's too short for that car.
I can't push the clutch all the way down.
I just
I pizza pad, but your belly needs to move.
Dude, literally, when I put the wheel on, he's like, "Are you sucking it?"
I got in my car and I kind of sat up in the seat, and I was like, all right, I can reach the pedals, cool. And then I went to push the clutch in, and I was like, can't get it all the way in, so I kind of had to do a little scooch down, and then I was like, all right, there we go.
Somehow it got jumbled up because I think you were supposed to.
I was supposed to be.
I was in
the fire.
the 24. Yeah, because
I think I was.
still had beach travel.
I think I was in the right car. I just had to scooch down a little bit just to get it all the way
You
down.
should have been in the McDonald's car for sure.
But Scumbag, as our resident first timer, how did you feel?
It was great. It was more than I could have expected. Everyone was welcoming. No one was like, "All right, don't be a jackass," nothing like that. They understood that we knew what we were doing. We know why we're there. Like, we're not just there to like try to like hoot. We're there to get the experience of what's going on at the track.
Yeah.
For the weekend. So that was cool. It was my first time in a cup car, ride along car. Like that guy, literally was awesome. 5K in the corner, didn't care. I slid into that thing like a madman, but I have bruises all over my back and my leg right now.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Dude, like my inner thigh is purple right now. But
From what, the ride along or from the getting in?
me just getting in, I just I'll show you the video after, but I slid into that seat in the passenger in the ride along car.
That's the only thing I hate about these.
Yeah, you guys gotta send me your videos.
I know, I haven't looked at mine yet.
I edited mine down.
That's the only thing I hate about this is they set you up with the Hans and the helmet before you get in, so getting in is super awkward. Like, I wish it was, because obviously everyone gets in the car and then puts that stuff on. I feel like, because I always...
It's easy for me, but I'm tiny.
I was telling Steve about it, there is a point about 3/4 of the way in when the helmet gets in the window and you get that moment of like, I'm stuck, and then you just kind of like, and then you just kind of like, fall into the seat. Yeah, you just kind of fall into the
See
seat.
somebody outside the car just be like,
I
literally.
see the trick always is like grab your hand.
That's what I do.
Bar.
I do.
But I'm
you slide in, and like it wasn't even the fact that I was too big for the car. It's just it gets awkward with all the paraphernalia on, and you get that weird little moment of like claustrophobia, like oh god.
But with all this experience, it's like we appreciate more what the guys
100%.
are doing, obviously, and we appreciate how smooth they make it look getting in and out of the car.
If I had
they climb out at the end of the race after doing this for 4 hours, getting the snot beat out of them, and we're baby deer at it, getting out of there after 4 laps.
I had thought about it.
I'm kicking my legs up out of the car.
Yeah. I had thought about it after I got hit. I've done this every year. If I wreck this thing and it's on fire, I'm dead because I can't get out that fast. Like there's no getting out as fast as they do.
Yeah.
Because
you can get out fast, trust me.
Oh, I'm sure.
If
But
you need to,
yeah,
you're like a ball out of a cannon out of the thing. You're not trying to be graceful.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, I'm climbing out like head first, belly over the, just like clawing my way down.
Jordan Anderson.
Yeah, I am crawling out. I'm not getting out cool. I'm fucking diving
on
out.
the windshield.
Just get me out.
Like the Bad Boys movie or something.
So we got to go out on the track. I had a handful of laps. Got to rip her around. Great time.
Oh, I had a blast.
Great time.
It's a blast every year, and I love that they let us come back year after year.
Driver introductions. I was introduced as Scumbag Steve, which is awesome.
Highlight of the week.
You were at the.
Did you make sure that
Yes.
Okay.
You know what?
That was a specific request.
Steve is in the freaking news release on the list of drivers as Scumbag Steve.
That was my highlight. Like they said it to you. They said it during the driver intros while we were there. But there's like 30, 40 people there. Like it's not a huge crowd. And then it was on your little placard that they gave you.
First name Scumbag, last name Steve,
which is amazing. And it was in the NHMS press release that went out to the entirety of NASCAR media. So the entirety of NASCAR world, specifically the media realm, knows that you're Scumbag Steve.
Not only that, like everybody that's like ever bought a ticket.
No, that's just
still it's like the news.
No, that's just
media.
for media.
It's just
that's
just media distribution list, which is still a huge.
That's still a pretty good.
Well, Bob Walker's got an email that says Scumbag Steve.
Yeah.
So just
I
put
mean,
that up there.
so they
might not be a NASCAR media anymore.
They didn't get the email, but the where they posted it on Facebook, that link to the article that says Scumbag Steve.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was awesome.
So
Podium, my first time.
yeah, proud of you.
Yes, you did.
Very proud of you. I continued my top 5 streak once again. I still don't know what I'm doing wrong.
You're almost there.
Kevin. Oh, Kevin, dude. Yeah. Kevin is me and Kevin for the last 4 years have wrapped up 4th and 5th every year.
He did take the last car, which is probably the hottest car possible.
That thing heat soaked to the.
I'm still convinced. I am still convinced that my car was broken. My car felt fine, but the guy before me or 2 guys before me, according to everybody, was just driving around in 3rd.
Yeah.
And the thing like came in and just shut off, and I was like, oh. Oh no! And then after I took it out, they pushed it off to the side, and I think they had like the hood open and shit. And I was like, it felt fine for me.
Dave got all the good out of that son of a bitch.
I was like, what's wrong with it?
Used her up, put her away wet.
They ran it around again. A couple people took it out
Yeah,
after.
you could go back out.
I was a little confused, but
They might have needed tires.
they were under the hood. But yeah, I ended up with fourth. Me and Steve were very close. So basically, second, third, and fourth, we were all separated by nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was close between the three of us.
Yeah.
So I blew.
52 second, 52.5.
I was like I was 52, like 5'7". You were like 52, 6'7".
And she was, and the,
She was like 52,
I forgot
7.
her name, but she was
Yeah.
the girl came second. She was
C is a C.
yeah. She,
No.
I feel terrible.
Channel 22 News. I know.
I'm on it. You keep going.
But yeah, she was 152, 77.
We were all right
So
on
we were all
top
like
of each
one
other.
tenth off of each other.
But then,
And then Kyle cheated.
This is why I say again, I wish, I'm not complaining, I wish they gave us lap times, because this is the thing we bitch about with NASCAR in general when they're watching qualifying and they're like, oh, that he went 177, and I'm like, what is that, the average? What is that, you know?
Yeah.
I wish we just got, you ran a lap in 35.6, you know, like that, I wish we did that.
timing, obviously timing is
100%, yeah, but I that would be cool if we had lap times.
Yeah.
If Fox ran it, you would just get the results back, and it's like, Kyle Belcher, Chevy.
That's a good point.
It's true.
But to their 152s and change, I ran a 157 and change.
Allegedly.
Well, we know they're all cooked a little bit, but I'm guessing they're all cooked pretty evenly.
Yes.
Ipso facto, I beat you guys by a pretty good margin.
Claire Overton from WWLP.
Oh yeah, I
22 News.
saw Overton. I was like, inside.
And she was our first timer. It was her first time running. And
Yeah,
she put down
She was
a
the highest finishing. We had the most females that ever did it, were like 5 or 6,
Yeah.
and she's the highest finishing female ever. So
Yeah.
shouts to her show. She put on a fucking show.
Yeah, and she ruined both of your chances at sweeping the podium.
I was a little. We were sitting there.
They're all
So
fired. She's
I
hired.
still got
yeah,
podium.
yeah. So we get
I'm still there.
through fifth. We get through
We're
fifth.
car through tech.
They're announcing it. They start at the bottom. They go to the top. So we get through
Claire back
fifth.
to R&D.
We get through fifth, and no one's there. And Steve looks at me and goes, "Dude, I think we swept the podium." And I'm like, "Nah, if anyone fucked it up, it's me." Literally, the words have not fallen out of my mouth, and Shannon starts going. And with a time, so they screwed up. They gave us our speeds. They weren't supposed to.
Yeah,
the people
right.
at the NASCAR trailers. Shannon comes running over. Give me those! You don't get to see those yet. So we already knew what our speeds were. As soon as I heard her read,
And I already knew that there was a gap.
she reads 152, whatever, 5. I'm like, I just look at Steve. I'm like, told you. I fucked up the podium. But
We had
and we had a blast.
So I get to bring home what is right next to me if you're watching the stream. If you're not watching it, it is back home where she belongs.
We had it in the old studio when Kyle won it in what 2022.
Yep.
Which
So-
we are. Kyle did request a new plaque because the plaque that is on the trophy from the first time he won it has
Yes.
our old name on it.
Yes.
And it looks like Kyle got fired and started another podcast.
Which
I like the idea of it having both names on it.
yeah.
We asked her. She said she's going to try to get us another one, like to change it, but we'll decide if we want.
Yeah, well,
Just instead of
It's a good
changing it,
round.
just put them both at the bottom.
No, just replace one of Tim's. Suck it, Tim.
so yeah, I get to bring home the trophy yet again, and the largest lobster that they've ever given.
So that was the highlight of my weekend. Was number one when they pulled that thing out of the cooler. I went shit because that thing was huge,
big boy.
and then no less than 5 hours later, after we leave and go home, we get a picture of Kyle's mom with the same lobster cooked and being eaten, and the happiest look in the world.
Yeah,
on
it's
that
like
lady's face.
she's holding the claw. It's like bigger than her head.
Yeah. She was, because she got pissed. So, flashback, the first time Kyle won, he gave the lobster away because he didn't have a pot big enough to boil it in. Well, when his mother found out, she about kicked it and took him out of the will.
Yeah, that's
was pissed.
a pretty good way to put it. Actually.
So, Kyle's on the phone with his mom 10 minutes after receiving this
Put
lobster.
him at 10. I was still leaning on the podium, and I'm like, I gotta call my mother.
Yes.
I felt like an actual winner.
Oh,
I gotta call my mom.
And she legitimately, I'm not, like I said, not even kidding, it was 4 hours later. We had a picture of that thing cooked, buttered, and
Yeah.
All
just
ready to rock.
destroyed.
Including within an hour of me dropping it off.
Yeah.
That thing was boiled, buttered, and basted.
I was heading back north for the wife's birthday, like we talked about before. If you haven't watched it, it's on YouTube. So I had to send the lobster home with Mr. Scumbag Steve, who drove it to my parents' house. And my dad calls after he finds out I won and all that. He's like, man, we shouldn't have put you at Pop Warner. I shouldn't have wasted all that time getting your head smashed in. I should have put you in carts.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Safer pastime.
Kyle fucking saying that. I was like, brother, out of all of us, you had the means.
Yeah. In the town, obviously. So scumbag brings it home to my mom and dad, and my dad goes, is that scumbag Steve on the podium? Jesus Christ, he's gonna be I gotta see this idiot when he gets on the podium. Jesus. He loves this kid.
You gotta get that. We gotta bring the cooler. The lobster was so big that normally they give it to the winner in a styrofoam like grocery store cooler. Yeah. It didn't fit. They had to borrow one of Macris Lobster House's like giant igloo Yeti knockoffs. If we now possess it, we have to bring back. Yeah,
We just filled Steve's bed with ice.
Yeah.
It lives here now.
we were like,
brings it in today on a leash.
they literally give us. They have the cooler, and Kyle goes, "Well, how am I getting it home?" And Shannon's like, "Oh no, you can take the cooler." And he's like, kind of gave her that look, like, "Is it mine?" She's like, "No, we need it back." And we're all like,
Oh!
"Just like this."
Yeah.
And then,
I thought you won the cooler.
No, we have to bring it down.
I didn't even connect the dots that there was a lobster in it.
It's
I
not
was
even.
like, this fucking guy
It's
needs
not
to-
our trail one.
It's
Come on,
not
he's
even.
still in the cooler. He's got a bunch of Yeti.
It's not even Loudon's. It's Macris's. Like they were like, "Oh shit, here, have a cooler." And so we have to bring it back to the track, and then they have to give it back to them.
Good problem. Yeah. I also got a gift card to Macris's and a gift card to Mohegan Sun, which is delicious.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's sick.
Oh, I almost went there this weekend.
Yeah,
My dad sent me a picture as they get into the pot. He goes, I had to give this goddamn thing the full Nelson to get the fit in the pot.
Dude, that when they pulled that thing out, I was like, now what kills me is the real one during the race is usually like 20 pounds, double the size of that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one up close. And when they first pulled out the one they gave you, I was like, holy shit, that's as big as that real one.
Twice as dense. Obviously, they're not twice as large. They're twice as dense.
Yes.
But still,
Insane.
that 10-pounder was a monster.
That thing was
I
massive.
don't know what kind of bathtub you have to cook a 20-pounder.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
But we had an amazing time.
As always.
Huge shouts to everybody at Loudon, Shannon, David, Jill, everybody that's there that we know and have become relatively friendly with.
Yeah.
To be politically correct, New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
What did I say?
Thank you. Just loud. I just want to
Oh.
get
Yeah,
the
Alex.
official
Yeah, Alex.
name out there.
And I believe Wayne was the head chef. I think if I got that
think
correctly.
that was.
Sounds about right.
I'm terrible with names, so
Could be wrong.
big shouts to
Samsonite was way off.
Big shouts to I forget his name. The guy
And
that
the
does
media
the
center looks great.
Yeah,
they
looks really
put,
good.
Some
they
nice
put
stuff.
doors in between where the desks are and like where the press conference is happening.
Best to have that AC.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it was.
They put
Ice
in,
cold.
they put in glass doors with nothing on them. So me and Kyle are taking bets on which one of us is going to just walk in.
Yeah, my greasy face is going to be on that when I walk clean into it while I'm looking down at my phone. And then there's going to be an SMI logo on it. 2
Yeah.
weeks later, it's going to be my fault.
I want to say shouts too. I forget
That's
his
my
name.
logo over greasy face.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names, but the guy that does the PA announcing every year, who like works for WMUR and stuff, normally shows up in his 911. Oh, he upped it this year.
F40.
Bentley Continental GT convertible.
Oh, wow.
And dude, he pulls in, we're just like,
We
yeah.
just start harassing the poor guy.
Yeah, Kyle's like, hey, you think this lobster will fit with the top down?
I said, good thing you got the top down because I got this big top trophy that needs to ride home.
But they're like, and before we do it, they're like, oh, we have a big surprise for the winner this year. And I think Kevin was like, is it the Bentley? But yeah, if you haven't yet, race weekend's coming. Go buy tickets. I think it is too late to buy in our group.
It is, yes.
But
You can call our girl Robin at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
yes,
If you need her phone number, I'll give you her direct phone number.
yes.
I spoke with her not too long ago. She said someone called her because of us, asking for her. So if you really want to call our girl Robin, I'll
Yes.
give you her number. You
Yes.
can call her directly and buy your tickets.
Buy some tickets. Come join
And I would
us.
suggest you do it soon because it's a playoff race and it's going to sell out.
Yeah.
Keep ordering up so we can get a discount on a suite next year.
It's a truck cutoff race.
I didn't realize it was a truck cutoff
Truck
race.
cutoff
I'm
race,
hyped
so
for
that's
that
going to
now.
be crazy. And then it's the beginning. It's the first one on the round of 12. So
Yep.
it's going to be action packed.
And if you're coming on Saturday, get there early because the mods are in the ass crack of dawn.
5 a.m. baby.
That's where I'm ready for hungover mod race.
Pancakes.
Oh, that means I have to go to the track.
Aren't you staying the night before?
Are we staying for
You guys normally come on Friday night and we hang out and party and then we wake up and go to media stuff.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's normally what we do. And if you
You
want to
I'm
come,
really hungover.
if you want to come Thursday night so we can do truck media stuff on Friday and go hang out with Corey and tell him to come get dinner.
Yeah, sure.
That was my plan.
I might come up Friday night to sleep in the truck.
I'm going down there by
Don't worry, come get dinner with us. We're going to the back steak.
No, we're gonna use Kyle's gift cards at Macris.
I'll take a
With
nice
Corey.
seafood dinner and you don't ever have to call me again.
It's our first time ever going to Cracker Barrel. We We bring a Southerner to a Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
All right, let's keep digging here at the news as we got way off track, but it was on track at the same time.
Yep.
So
now we get to look at
It was
this.
off track, but at track.
Wow.
Now we get to look at this sick trophy for the next year.
you're welcome.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll decide.
Oh,
I tapped it.
It's on a
It's on a Tupperware container.
Take the
Next
container
week,
out.
it'll be on a glass pedestal, about 2 feet higher.
We'll figure something out way better to put it on.
Yeah.
There it is.
She's safe down.
But what'll be fun is if they decide to never do it again, we just get to keep this forever.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah, canceled.
Shit, it's calling.
Final winner.
Shit, it's calling us. You guys have that? No, we lost it. Weird.
Nope. I'm still the reigning champion.
Forever.
So you're not allowed to cancel it if you want me to ever be not in Super Bowl about how I'm the greatest.
Shannon, Kyle's changed his fucking disco
please.
game.
Yeah, 2-time.
Shannon, please don't cancel it, please.
I was trying to do it like right when I got back to New Hampshire to the wife's place, or the family place, whatever. But the service was so bad I couldn't add 2X in the middle.
You're
of
lucky
the game
because I would have driven up there and beaten you. Senseless.
Dude, I've already watched
They
the
call me 2-time.
footage and like lifted too early, not getting into the throttle fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm already like looking at it for next year.
You feel like
He's like,
you're doing everything right, and then you realize you're not.
364 days till hockey track.
Yeah,
I looked at it and I was like, oh, I'm looking way too early.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go after that.
All right, let's get into the news. We'll start, unfortunately, with some somber news. At Bowman Gray, Robbie Brewer lost his life this past weekend at Bowman Gray.
If they come out and said anything about that,
The family allegedly said that there may have been a heart attack, which what led to the massive wreck, but not 100%.
Nothing confirmed.
So we won't say that's.
yeah, I've heard
Possible
that's
that
the
we know.
rumor that I've heard.
But nonetheless, the impact was a brutal hit if you saw it, and it just that and all the other things that have been going on in the last couple of weeks with dirt wrecks and Stuart Friesen, Pancake this pelvis.
Did you see
it just goes to show that we are not invincible.
No.
It's been a very long time since we've seen some crazy injury, but it feels like they're all kind of swelling up right now.
Did you see the one I posted from this weekend in
Yeah.
Oswego? The guy who had a stuck throttle broke his back. I mean,
Yeah.
late model went firewall deep into the fence at Oswego.
We've been reminded a few
It's-
times in those areas.
The last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks have been. I mean, you got all those sprint car wrecks a couple weeks ago. And what was that? Eldora, the Friesen wreck up in Canada, the one at Bowman, the one in Oswego. There's been a lot of nasty wrecks, and like Kyle said, I think a few people have said it. It is just a stark reminder that racing is fucking dangerous. No matter how much safety and how many safety innovations you can have, it's still a dangerous sport.
Yeah, 100%. Trackhouse in the news, and Trackhouse we'll be talking about quite a bit more during this episode, but they signed SVG to a multi-year extension.
Smart.
No surprise there, and I'm really happy to see that he's having a good enough time, unlike what Norm speculated.
Well, he's having a much better time the second half of the year.
Yeah, sure is. He's having a blast
I
right
always say what cools down a hot seat, winning. Well, when you win 4 out of the past 10 races, your seat gets pretty fucking cold.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
You start to have a lot more fun. They've obviously
They
turned
have.
a corner with that team, and he's feeling like I think they've said on DVC, isn't the wording is what they say. It's like they figured out how to make the car to his liking
Yes.
because obviously it wasn't before, and it's just gotten better every week and every different style of racing.
I think he learned. I think
It's been a long time since we've seen a rookie that has just gone.
Yeah,
I
I
know
think.
not much of a roller coaster in the sense they're progressively getting better. And better
Yeah.
and better.
I think I take a quote. Silich is on DVC this week, and he said it. And I never really thought of it like this, where the next gen cars drive so weird that he's like, I don't know what to tell them to know what I want. Like, I don't have enough seat time to tell them this is what I need to feel this. He's like, I haven't driven a good enough car yet, like one that's driving well enough to say, do this to that.
Yeah.
I feel like SVG had the same problem, where he didn't know the car well enough because they do drive weird. They don't drive like the Xfinity cars. They don't drive like the trucks. They don't drive like anything Zilich or SVG had driven before this. So I think Tommy Baldwin says it all the time on BBC every time SVG comes up.
Yeah.
They hit on something. They found something to make it how he likes it, and now he's on top. Look at Coda. He dominated the first stage of Coda and then just disappeared because the car. Probably didn't know what to tell them to adjust to keep up with it.
Right, but it's Kyle mentioned the fact that he's a rookie, but it's a rookie that has 20 plus years of knowing exactly how he wants his car to feel, opposed to young guys like Chase Briscoe or Willie Byron, the guys that can quickly adapt to the new car. SVG is like, no, adapt the car to me.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
going to adapt to your car.
Yeah.
I'm a world-class racer. Make the car how I want it to be, rather than these young guys that seem like they're catching on to the next gens faster because they are adapting faster than the old guys. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, these guys, it's taking them longer to know how to change themselves, but also change the car to fit themselves. Where SVG seems like they did it much faster. Given we haven't seen his inevitable domination on the ovals, but it's coming. He's going to start getting better and better, more competitive. A multi-year deal. I mean, he's obviously having fun, but even like, he's an older guy. It's cool that they're doing.
He's my age. He's 36, isn't he?
38.
Yeah, he's our
age.
Well,
36, 37, 38.
You know, front or back, one away. Yeah. So I'm surprised there. Hallmark Freezing is in the news because they announced that Caden Honeycutt will drive for Stewart for the remainder of the season.
Yep, the musical chairs in the truck series
Bro,
continues.
it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This was kind of spoiled early on in the week that his Young Motorsports or Young Racing, whatever that team is, that was a 1 week deal just to get him in the car and keep him full time.
Right.
And seemingly was going to take over Friesen late in the season. Seabell raced that truck.
It's the season for freezing.
Seabell raced that truck on Friday at Watkins Glen. Boy, was I pulling for him at the end of that race, dude. I wanted Bell to win that so bad for Friesen.
Yeah, that
would have been a cool, that would have been a feel-good story.
That's a fair
That cold air feels really good.
Yeah. I just cranked it all out.
It is a billion degrees in here. Did you turn the AC on at 1?
Yesterday at 10 a.m. Okay. It was 62 in here this morning.
Does this keep happening?
It's I found out the windows. So all the skylights are brand new. Don't worry about it. The trim on the front ones, 97 inside.
You're gonna lock that thing off.
Yeah. So I have to put
some sort of. If you get some of that reflective foil.
Well, I'm just gonna put blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all 4 of them were 97 plus today.
Yeah, that's a problem.
There's my problem. So my skylights in the house are betraying the brand. Anyway, speaking of the musical chairs in the truck series, Spire Motorsports in the news. They announced today that Andres Perez was released from the team. They'll be closing the 07 truck and downsizing. The 07 over points will be moved to the 77. Corey LaJoy will be driving the 77 for the duration of the season.
Yep, so the 07 was locked into the playoffs because it had been running full time as a kind of bouncing around truck, but Kyle Busch was winning it.
Yep.
And locked into the playoffs, so that's why Corey was taking it over for the remainder of the season to make a potentially owner championship run in it. But they moved it all to the 77. There had been rumblings that Spire was going to kind of shrink down their truck fleet in the herd to try to open up room for an Xfinity car. This might almost confirm it.
Yeah.
That 77 has been kind of that wishy-washy truck for a couple of years now. They had Chase Purdy in it, who came over from KBM, and he was just never really cemented in that thing and got shit pretty quickly. And then the young kid who was in it this year, he's going over to Nice after the 77. So he is jumping into that seemingly open Caden Honeycutt.
Yes.
Caden Honeycutt position.
Yep.
Who's going to take that over for the rest of the year?
So he'll be 44.
Yeah, different number because Caden was in the 45, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's right.
And then that means our boy is now not going to run the 07.
Be in 77.
Yeah, they're taking. Oh, did you? Yeah, they're taking the owner's points and everything from the 07.
Yeah, you already went through.
Okay, perfect. I was reading something about
Yep. We got CR7.
Got to do with this.
being shilled.
CR7 in the news. Yeah, the team that Grant Enfinger runs for.
Oh!
They will be putting a second entry for Richmond with Carson Womble in the 97.
I saw that today. That's super
Completely
cool.
missed that.
Yeah.
Didn't even see that.
That's cool. That was a team that Grant figured he raced for GMS for a long time.
Yeah, it was kind of the
And then when they shut their doors, he was kind of Shit's Creek Without Paddle, had a great sponsor behind him. Had just won a championship, didn't he, a couple years ago?
Did figure?
Did he win the championship?
He was in the final. He was in the final four, but he didn't win. I think that was a road year, but he was in the final four.
And they pretty much
story.
Did he win the? Wasn't he in the final four the last year of GMS?
But they had already said they were closing the doors.
That was kind of the Cinderella story. Was like, can they win and then close the doors?
Maybe that's why it felt like a championship.
Yeah, no,
It was pretty close to it.
But GMS
As champion on the
obviously left the Truck Series to pursue the Cup Series, where they quickly got kicked out by the old Legacy Motor Club from Jimmy Johnson. So GMS is gone forever now, apparently. But the 9, where Grant Enfinger landed, was kind of like nobody knew where that team came from. They kind of just formed around Grant as somewhere from the land, and they slowly have been picking up the pace over and over. So it's super cool to see that they're confident enough to bring a second truck to the
I
track.
mean, they've been putting some pretty solid trucks on the track.
I mean, Grant Enfinger,
is a good driver.
even though we may not recognize him if you walks right up to you in your campsite,
No.
he's a good driver. And he obviously we saw his Final Four appearance, which is the reason I college championship. Beyond that, super cool to see that team doing better because he's one of those guys that's a journeyman in the truck series that he should stay there.
Yeah,
so it's cool to see them get a second truck. And Carson is no slouch. So it'll be cool to see him on the trucks.
And that's about all I got for news. Any other bits you guys wanted to get to? Also, no guys waiver.
I'm sorry, if they suspend you for reckless driving, they shouldn't be giving you a waiver. But I guess they already slammed the book on them enough with.
And then they should also, I don't know, maybe put you on probation. That if the next week that you return to the track, you do something that looks almost identical, you maybe get in trouble for that too.
Well, he would never do that.
No, he's a role model.
Yeah, he'll sit up.
And he hates that he has to race like that.
Yeah, I hate that I have to do this every single week.
Yeah.
And then take a week off and then do it every single week.
And then show up at the track 2 weeks later, still denying that you did anything wrong.
I said it in our Discord, and I'll say it here. I don't think the waiver thing makes any freaking sense.
It doesn't.
If the sport suspends you, takes all your points away, but yeah, you're eligible again. If you want to do that, just give them a hard reset. Take everything away from them. Take all the playoff points away. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Start at 0 again, and you are no longer eligible for the playoffs, but you can win your way back in. So you have another.
Yeah, literally
you
one
could
thing
either
2 to the 3 last year.
Yeah, you could point your way in or win again.
Yeah.
But your wins are gone because you lost all the points from them. Still get credit on like your stat sheet.
Yeah. Kind of like Dylan.
Yeah, you have to start again.
I think the waiver should
But
be
it's just
what
like, hey, you're back.
The waiver should be what it's for. Denny missing Mexico to have a kid. If Brad misses Richmond this week for having a kid, like, perfectly acceptable. That's what the waiver is there for. If you get injured, like a la Connor Zilic at Talladega, you get injured in a NASCAR crash.
I understand they want their big
Who's
names.
an NASCAR crash?
No, when he got injured at Talladega. Zilic.
No, that night this week.
Oh, I'm talking about his other injury when he broke his back.
Yeah. I understand they want their big names in the sport, and that's like their way of doing that.
Yeah.
But
Big names,
Yeah,
big faces.
Big people, big thumbs.
absolutely make them right.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. I think it's.
Yeah, we've said it before. It's inexcusable what he did, but NASCAR will excuse him for looking play.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
Which one's the button? Which one's me?
Oh man, Watkins Glen over the weekend, we had a triple header: Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. The Mission 176 at the Glen, Mission
Good name.
200 at the Glen.
Good
and
name.
obviously go bowling.
Good name. I am excited.
Honestly, I love to go bowling at the one.
I just saw what next week's Xfinity race is.
What is it?
Wawa.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Wawa
It's like the Wawa 250.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Truck Series race. I mean, it was a clean race until it wasn't. I think overall it was actually a solid race. Just a lot of interlopers in that one.
There was a shit ton.
Yeah, big time. Kyle Busch was in there and lasted right seconds. I think they have brake issues.
Yeah, a bunch of guys are having brake issues. Raja, I think, broke an axle right on the start of the race. So Spire was off to a terrible start.
Into the Honeycutt was in, blew a transmission really early. Some weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Honeycutt was just there to get his start.
Yeah.
That's all he cared about.
Yeah, he didn't make it too far.
Because he, unlike Hill, would not get a waiver for missing a race. If he
Yeah.
got wrongfully executed from his team.
I enjoyed the vast majority of this race. It was good racing until the end when there was, 6 in a row? And it was just...
Dude, it was starting to feel like Phoenix.
They finished with a couple minutes left before it gets too dark time.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have much time left. But Corey Haim's 17th win in the series, youngest driver in
Feels
the
like
series
this
history, playing that total again. The records just continue to expand.
So you got 45 playoff points now.
Something like that. Second time he's won from the pole. Yeah. 4th consecutive road course, 6th of his career.
Want to give a shout out to Daniel Hamrick. They mentioned on DVC, but I was going to mention either way. We gave Daniel Hamrick a lot of shit when he was in the Cup Series. We're kind of overstepping his coverage a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't ready or worthy of the Cup Series ride, but he went down to the Truck Series, kind of that restart your career type thing.
Yeah.
He already has a win this season, so he's not desperate, but he raced the 11 so clean at the end.
Yeah, he could have shipped the
It
shit
was
out.
absolutely commendable what he did.
Yeah.
He had multiple opportunities to give him the old chrome horn and chose not to, chose to put himself in position to try to pass cleanly or cross him over. It was super cool to watch two leaders in a lower series race so cool.
Yeah,
As we've seen people from higher series go down to lower series and make fools of themselves and race like idiots when they're down there. But it's cool to see two regulars down there race so clean. Both guys deserve some praise for that.
Yeah, sure. Corey Haim has 45 playoff points right now.
That's what I
Wayne
said.
Riggs, 16.
I hope Corey Haim enjoys his last win of the season because a different Corey's going to win the rest of it.
Yeah. And then he went off on a little bit of a rant. Not a rant, but one of the kids on the show was basically he felt like a bye to the Final Four. Then he was like, not with this system. Talladega's in the last round is the, what was it? It was the Roval, Talladega, and Martinsville for trucks. And he's like, yeah, he could easily be taking out any of those and not make the Final Four.
Yeah.
So, but he ain't going to have to try too hard for at least the first couple races in the playoffs.
He just needs to keep it clean, finish these races.
The thing is, though, he's going to go into the first round, win 2 out of 3 of them.
Yeah.
Get himself 10 more bonus points, and who knows, 4 more stages.
Yeah.
And it's like all of a sudden he is going to be locked in the final round because he's just going to keep stacking points.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. I really haven't.
It's insane.
I want to see somebody else get in that 11 truck.
Yeah.
Is it him, Corey Haim is magic, or if the truck's that good?
True. It's watching what Corey Haim has done in the Truck Series all year is like watching SVG road courses. But with him, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
He should have 11 wins. I mean, the amount of wins, the amount of races early in the year where dumb shit would happen that he lost out on wins.
Yeah.
You know?
True. Yeah, I mean, nothing else really to note from there, or no post-race inspection
Yeah,
issues.
I know some people, specifically one person in our Discord, was excited for the Connor Village sweep. He was nowhere to be seen the entire truck race.
No.
He was in, like every single Xfinity race, his truck came back on a flat. So he was in the scrum of every single 3-wide shenanigans.
We have someone in our Discord that already
He got ran
Fame,
over.
so-
We were watching the highlights again. He already got ran over.
Yeah, and then he got shipped to the bus stop in one of those last cautions.
Yeah.
Kind of sealed the deal on that one.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Truck Series.
The only reason why they needed a broom was to clean him up out of it.
Yeah. That was Saturday, which we'll get to right now.
He lived
That's
that good jokes.
200. Yeah, so Connor Zillage on Saturday. Obviously, we're just recapping something that already happened. So it's alright. Spoiler alert, Connor Zillage wins again.
Yeah, he had the fastest car.
He made
for
SVG
day.
look human.
He won from the pole as he did last year.
Yes.
And his 6th win on the season. I mean, at SVG, he was interviewed after the race that he didn't have. He didn't have the car.
The 9 car was not where it
Not even
was.
close.
No.
But yeah, Zillage led 60 of the 82 laps. They spent most of the time out front, and then SVG and Zillage get into it towards the end of the race. SVG getting the short end of the stick. How'd you feel about that? Where are you pointing fingers? Or at all?
I think it's a racing thing. I think SVG didn't give him a ton of room. Basically, they ran wide off of 6. Well, Zillage ran wide off of turn 6. And then he came back thinking that SVG was going to shade over to make the next corner. But SVG didn't move there because if he gives him the inside, he's gone. So SVG didn't really give him a lot of room. I think Zilich could have lifted and just slotted. He had the faster car. He's going to get by him eventually. There's a little bit. I think he could have.
Even I watched the replay over and over and over again just before you guys got here. He had room.
Yeah.
SVG gave him enough room.
Yeah.
He would have needed to be on pit entrance to make that work.
It was just before,
Yeah.
But he would have, if you hugged tight, he could have got back on track, no problem.
Yeah.
There was enough room. He
Yeah.
definitely came back earlier, I think, than SVG anticipated, coming back on the track
Yeah.
side. Probably earlier than SVG anticipated, and I think SVG is a little closer than he anticipated.
Yeah.
I think it is on Zilich.
100%. That's how I feel. I don't think he did it intentional. I don't think there's anything malicious there.
They're both going for the same spot, but the fault lies on
To me,
Zilich because SVG wasn't.
to me, it was a little bit like a couple weeks ago, a little different scenario, but a couple weeks ago with the Bell Zane Smith thing, just a misjudgment.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I put it on Zilich. I think he could have lifted, got in behind him. He obviously had the faster car. He was going to get by him regardless. You know, it's one of those live to fight another day kind of things.
Right.
You know.
100%.
So like Block is saying, my big key thing here is one word: re-enter. Everyone has been saying it all weekend: re-enter the track, re-enter the track. Well, if you're off the track, it is your job to get back on the track cleanly.
Yeah.
So like Blanca said, if you go off the track, why is the guy who was in the lines, why is it his job to give you room?
Because it's not.
You left the track surface to gain an advantage. Why is it my responsibility to now allow you to take full advantage of that
Yeah.
situation?
Yeah.
I have been for all the years we've been doing the show and all the years we've talked about it, it's been a talking point, especially in places like Watkins Glen and Coda. I have been for a long time one of those people that doesn't give a shit about track limits. It's egregious in Watkins Glen.
Oh yeah.
Like they need to put some grass back in there because it's ridiculous. Like they're not even trying to make it work.
No.
You know, I don't mind it. Like I don't want this to turn into F1 where you dip a tire off and you're getting a penalty. I don't want that.
No.
But they need to just they give them the opportunity to go out there. Everyone's going to do it. You know, you need to not give them that opportunity.
Right. So I don't want what we had at Coda. I don't want NASCAR sitting there with a
No.
camera on a drone
No.
going, you cross the line, penalized. You cross the line, penalized. I don't want those track limits.
No.
I want a penalty, a physical penalty, a disturbance for the driver going out of bounds to overcome. I don't necessarily want
Spike strips.
I don't want them to put turtles
Landmines.
down.
Jacks.
Landmines.
Yeah, jacks.
Legos.
Call back. If you know what jacks are, you're too old. I don't want freaking turtles like they try to do in Indy, and these guys are
Bouncy
getting
balls
airborne
everywhere.
because they're avoiding a car that crashed. I almost want like F1 puts down paint, and it's like a different texture.
Slippery, yeah.
Slippery, yeah.
Why can't we apply that? And that doesn't destroy the track.
KY jelly.
That's expensive.
I'm almost thinking like there were sprinklers that just spray it and it went down.
Go.
So that way, if you're avoiding
Slip and slide
if
material.
you're avoiding somebody that's spinning out, for example, like when Josh Berry spun and everyone kind of had to go around him, you're not going to destroy your car going into a sand trap to avoid a spinning car, but you're not getting an advantage for going over the line.
Other side of the wall, everywhere there's the big runoffs, fire trucks with water cannons. You cross that line,
They're gonna shoot at you.
They can
No,
shoot
it's
at you.
just the fans with the cannons they have at water parks. They just spray them in your window.
Just
No,
t-shirt,
it's
t-shirt
like
cannons.
really cheap rugs that don't have the rubber on the bottom, so they just slide out from under you.
But in all seriousness, I mean, they can put down temporary AstroTurf,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that way Watkins Glen
Astro
can,
Glide is temporary. After
but
a phase.
Watkins Glen can peel it up the next day, and it's not there for the rest of their events. If they
Right.
want to have that open area.
I just think there needs to be a punishment for going that far out, like
Right.
grass, turf, whatever.
I don't want.
I don't like how they've made it this giant concrete. They've made it a giant asphalt parking lot, and they're gonna run out there.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's almost grippier, faster. I mean, it's rougher.
they put
But
those
the
rumble
cars,
strips in.
they're dealing with it to go faster.
Yeah.
So that's why I think something that slows you down or is harder to navigate through but doesn't wreck your car,
Bushes.
it doesn't permanently damage
Just hedgerows, lines of bushes,
Loam.
cornfield,
Dirt.
cornfield.
Just pile.
Just
Just
a-
pile of fill.
Just a bunch of those like
dirt.
those signs that you have to hit in Forza.
Make a
A
seawall.
lot of Sargento sons.
Just make a seawall. Help with erosion.
That's yellow bricks.
Get a bunch of junk cars and just put them out there.
Legos.
No, you know the
Legos everywhere.
Jello cake thing?
Yes.
A whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
Stacked up. You gotta run through it. Now it's an actual car wash. It's just the brushes going and everything.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, we've lost it. The other two incidents I wanted to talk about both involve car number 21.
Weird.
Josh Berry?
Harrison Burton.
No, not the good one. First one, restart with Connor Zillage.
Oh, where he squared him up, got on the brakes for turn 1, then accelerated again just to push Connor Zillage out of turn 1.
Yeah, that's the one.
That one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was giving Connor a little bit of grief on that one because Connor, you could tell,
Backed it up.
way back up that corner.
Because he knew it was coming.
Because he knew he was going to get hit. Still got hit. It didn't wreck him, didn't spin him out. It shipped him back 5 spots.
He was like in 5th, I think.
But I mean, that's what you expect. And that's one of those things, it's like that needs to be a police and drivers thing.
Right.
Like, I don't want to see an Austin Hill get penalized by NASCAR for doing that.
No.
Right.
But I think it's fair game.
It
We
is.
talked about it a million times. You hit me, I hit you twice as hard.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's opening the door for that. The problem is, when we talk about it with Austin Hill, we talk about it with Osavar, we talk about it with a million different people.
No one's going to get it back.
No one ever does anything back.
And I also think it's a shit move from Austin because what should you be doing the first race back after you get a suspension for intentionally wrecking somebody?
Maybe not.
Being on your best
You should be in your best behavior. What have we talked about 100 times with, people that, like we talked about earlier this year with like Catherine Legg. You're having a good race if no one's talking about it. That's the kind of race Austin Hill had to have.
Yeah.
He does not need to be in the conversation, moving people, pushing people, all that crap.
It's not like you can get any playoff
You
points.
can't get any playoffs.
So
bro.
have a quiet top
They
10
did not
game.
gain
Shut up.
more.
No. They took
Can
it.
do nothing. A win.
Oh, I thought they
means
just
nothing.
reset.
No.
Win means
If he wins in the
Yeah.
playoffs, he gets those playoff points. But for the rest of the regular season, he gets nothing.
A win now is just a check mark on the stat sheet. It is worth $0. So I 100% agree with Dan. This should have been a shut up and just
Finish fucking 5th.
Yeah.
Don't be in the news.
have a top 10 day
Yeah.
and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But clearly not. So he ships Zillage, which I agree with Norm. It's fair game.
It is.
Yeah, I have no problem with it. I don't even fault him for doing it. Obviously, like Dan said, he's murdered many men in the past. He knows how to do it. So he obviously backed up the corner and re-engaged to kind of ship him. Like it was an intentional move to ship him. It wasn't a natural, I got in too hot, we were racing really hard, and I moved you, or like I knew if I dove it a little deeper, I'd get you out of the way. This was I'm slowing down, all right, I'm going to make the corner, I can now accelerate or let off the brakes and roll in too hard.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I don't blame him for doing it. I'd do the same thing. The problem is it's who he is.
You read the room.
It's kind of his character. When you get penalized for something like that, it's kind of like you start acting different, you look more guilty.
Yeah.
So it's like after that, just be yourself.
Oh, he was himself. He was himself later.
Yeah, but like don't change how you drive. Like Ross Chastain, for example, kid lost his edge for like a year and a half after he yelled at about Darlington, and it's because he didn't get NASCAR penalized, but got penalized by Chevy, by Hendrick, and all his partners for driving like an idiot, and then it changed him so much that he wasn't himself after that. So Austin Hill, I kind of pat him on the back for coming out and being so thick-skulled that he's like, I'm just going to keep driving the way I drive. And they're just going to accept me for that. So the first one, Connor Zillage, it is what it is. Connor's going to get you back. He doesn't need to wreck you to beat you. He's going to do what he did 3 laps later and pass him in the hardest part of the track like he's standing still and then move on with his life. But the next issue is inexcusable.
The next one. What happens in the other one, Norm?
So out of the carousel, I don't know, what is that, turn 4?
That is turn 5.
Turn 5?
Yeah.
Out of the carousel, Michael McDowell's right in front of him in the 11 car, filling in for Josh Williams after he got unceremoniously fired from his job as well. And Michael McDowell is about as far out of bounds as you can go, exiting that corner. I mean, he's out there, further than anyone we've seen all day to get an advantage out of that corner. Austin Hill is somehow 2 feet to his left. Even further up, Austin Hill is going to need to turn 90 degrees to get back onto the racing surface to make it back to turn 6. So Austin Hill turns 90 degrees to make it back onto the racetrack to get back to turn 6. And Michael McDowell's right there.
Yep.
So, a week after the first race, after returning from right hooking somebody, he left hooked somebody directly to the outside wall, which, I mean, you're coming out of a right-hander, that's the same as right hooking somebody, left hooking somebody.
Yep.
To the outside wall, because it's reversed. So what he did to Michael McDowell is the exact same thing he did to Eric Almirola.
2 weeks ago.
At full speed, you just hooked somebody directly to the outside wall.
And took out 12
And
other
then
cars, 15
90 other
cars.
cars who apparently have their radios turned off.
Yeah, a lot of piles
Just-
there.
Bulldozed into it. And it was kind of frustrating watching it because it was taking safety crews a while to get out to the cars. Like, I was a little worried, honestly, after Sheldon Creed's wrecked in the same spot a couple laps
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
He got absolutely obliterated by Park Retzlaff for no reason. That one kind of sucked to watch because he's a Sheldon Creed fan. But he sat there for like 3 minutes before safety crews got to him. And now you got Michael McDowell and the entire C-list roster of the Xfinity Series all sitting on top of each other, freaking 3 cars stacked, roof to roof, going down the backstretch or whatever straightaway you want to call this. And the entire track was blocked. We haven't seen this in 15 years.
There has been some nasty wrecks in that part of the track. McDowell's had another one
I.e.
there.
McDowell.
Yeah, McDowell had a nasty one there. I think Jeff had a really hard hit there.
Ruderman had one going up
Ruben
the
was on
S's.
the S's, yeah.
I feel like there was somebody, didn't somebody go over the wall in the S's?
That was actually a video I saw the other day. It was a Busch North race.
Yeah.
And a guy ARCA braked into it, blocked. The S's were blocked. Guy ARCA braked into it and went over the Armco into the infield.
Jesus.
Like full on Dukes of Hazzard, didn't even touch it, just went up and over.
Kyle Busch had a nasty wreck there. I think that was the Keselowski-Ambrose year.
Maybe.
Going up the S's. Willie B and Brad last year.
Oh,
Cars
yeah,
stacking off
yeah.
each other going up the S's.
Like I said, Jeff had a really hard hit in the flame car in that same spot on the back.
Jimmy Johnson saw God.
Oh,
And then somehow in that deal to bring him back to life, got 7 championships out of it.
Yeah.
Because that dude was ass before he hit that wall, and he was a 7-time champion as soon as he got out. Because that dude sucked.
But
Went full throttle, he
into
turned
turn one,
one wall, gets out of the car, somehow secures a cup ride with the best team in Cup, wins 7 championships, and then gives it all back in the turn one wall field, or podium.
yeah.
Yep.
But
That was a wall-to-wall 7 championship deal Jimmy Johnson signed at the turn one of Watkins Glen.
Yeah.
he sold his soul.
He sold his soul.
For that one.
Was that a crossroads? Somebody look it up. Is there a crossroads there before the
Yeah.
track?
But that wreck was, I mean, some of the hits in that, I know, who was the one that center punched the wheel?
Right. That was Taylor.
No,
Gray.
Taylor Gray.
Taylor or Tanner, whatever.
One of the Grays caught the wheel that fell off of McDowell's car, like center punched the hood.
Oh, the hood.
Then you had
Alice that got Balicki.
Yeah, so Balicki got hit.
Balicki got lifted.
No,
Balicki got
he
lifted
got
up.
lifted and I think pushed under another car.
Pushed under another car, and then Ellis got Balicki's fucking whole rear axle set up in the windshield.
It was.
So I think the 39 just went in there like he was Colt Triple.
Oh,
Some did the 91 in the air, and the 91 landed on the 71.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it
think is
was,
what happened at all.
according to
All I
Ryan
know
Ellis,
is the sponsorship prices on the roof in Deckwood of the 91 cars should be higher than they are.
yeah.
Because they got some TV time.
But I know Ryan Ellis took to Twitter after the race to basically say that that is apparently a dead zone. I don't understand. I don't ever remember there being this many issues with spotting at road courses, unless this year. I mean, how many times this year? Chicago was a shit show.
Yeah.
Here, there's dead zones. There's places where they don't have spotters. Like I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know if it was.
it's-
I don't know if it was a no. There was nobody there, or if that's a. There's no radios there. I don't really know what he means by dead
It's the
zone.
year of our Lord 2025. There shouldn't be radio dead zones anywhere on
No.
planet Earth.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could talk to the aliens that are going to be here in 117 days right now on my cell phone.
That's very
That was
specific.
incredibly specific.
I saw it on Twitter today. I don't know if it's real.
But
Obviously,
like,
there's aliens.
and I'm sorry, I get it. I get the radio dead zone, but it is on you guys in the back of the pack. If you see a cloud of dust and smoke and you can't see out the other side of it, the pedal in the middle works.
Yeah.
You know?
That was pretty bad.
But yeah, so Austin Hill decides I'm getting back on the track come hell or high water, and then gives us a 15-car wreck, 45-minute red
16.
flag. 16 car wreck, 45-minute red flag.
I don't know what he thought was going to happen.
No, like, what do you think's going to happen there?
And because in typical Austin Hill gaslighting fashion,
the fact
doesn't quite admit fault.
He took blame. He took blame, and then literally the next breath blamed McDowell. Like, yeah, what are you fucking doing?
In that situation, when does your car not get wrecked? Like, that's one of those you should lose almost every time.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, your car,
because he doesn't.
He got damaged. He doesn't total, but
he sees red and then just goes full Leroy Jenkins with. Yeah. He sees red and then just.
That's what Tommy.
Stupid shit.
Tommy said it on DVC that he gets in these situations that cause his wires to cross. Like you said, he sees red, and it's like all common sense goes out the window. He lives there, gets back in behind McDowell. We're dying together. He lives to see it. Exactly, yeah. He lives there, gets in behind McDowell. He's going to still probably have a good run on him into 6 and 7, or whatever.
He doesn't understand live to fight another day.
No.
He lives to fight right now.
And we're fighting to the death.
Now.
And we're fighting to the death right now. Yeah. That's the only way.
No, and do I think this was intentionally?
No,
it's the Ross Chastain from a couple years ago, but worse.
I agree. He didn't do this intentionally.
Definitely
not
intentional.
That was intentional.
There's no one that is going to disagree with you except for Austin Hill and Pop Pop. Indy was 100% intentional. But as somebody who just got suspended for right-hooking somebody, there needs to be some sort of probation in place that, oh, you right-hook somebody, we suspend you for a week, and then you caused a 16-car pile-up
by left-hooking somebody.
The first race you were back, that should maybe be, hey, apparently you, like Davis said on Twitter, apparently you didn't learn your lesson.
No, not at all. Didn't learn a damn thing.
It's one thing if you are the one that drives into a 16-car pile. Big whoop, no one's going to hold that against you. But you started it with avoidable contact a week after getting suspended.
Yeah.
There needs to be somebody saying, hey, maybe this guy's not getting it through his head.
I think that's all it is. He doesn't have a cover idea.
This is the reason why he doesn't have a cover idea.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I thought you said because he doesn't have a cover idea.
No, this is why.
Yeah, 100%. Richard Childress keeps promising him the 8 car or the 3 car, and he keeps telling Austin, please don't go here. We need you to stay. Our backup plan is not great.
No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know what you're going to have to do to make a change, but he does not learn. He does not care to learn. He's also in an environment that I think encourages it. I think Norm. I think you said it not that long ago that his whole life he's never been told no. He's been yes to death his whole way up his career, and now they just defend his actions. So he doesn't think he's wrong. All these people around him just say, "Yeah, we're getting screwed. We're the blue collar guys. They're out to get us.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything wrong." Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, you should come out as an owner and be like, my guy's an idiot. I'm going to have a conversation like what Junior's done countless times. Hey,
remember when he sat Mayer down after Martinsville?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what a good owner does. And that's, I think.
Roughly, there's 1,000% chance that RC has told Austin. People booed Dale, too. Like, I guarantee you. He's 100% right.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if this is going way too far, but I have a feeling this is a lot of the problem that RC has, just in general.
Yes.
They have this everyone's out to get us mentality, it's us against the world mentality, and we never do anything wrong, and blah, blah, blah. And no one likes any of it.
Yeah, RC's still clinging to the 1991 Intimidator persona.
But he did it right.
Yes. But that's how RC is clinging to that, like, death grip.
Yeah,
and I think
Dale was not him.
Yeah,
Dale was probably the angel on RC's shoulder, like talking him down. Hey, listen, this is business.
Yes.
This.
Dale was smart about it.
First of all, the second car on both Cup and Xfinity were always kind of like sitting there like, just get out where you still can. Sheldon Creed, Jesse Love, Tyler Reddick, Daniel Hemrick, even Kyle Busch. Like, these are all guys who are like, dude, toxic relationship, dude, get out. Like, you greener pastures are on the other side for any one of those guys that gets in. And look at the guys that leave. Tyler Reddick, obviously much happier. Daniel Hemrick found a better home that he was able to race after years. And it's just toxic being in that environment.
Exactly.
Look at Sheldon Creed, dude, was the beat freaking stepsister of the freaking 2 car for years.
Yeah, scrub the floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's toxic. And think about what was going on in the radio for the 45-minute red flag that Austin Hill cost. I guarantee that entire red flag they're on in his radio. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to start behind the 88. You're going to move him out of the way. You're going to go with.
Yeah, guaranteed.
That entire 45 minutes, they were probably talking him up on how to move the 88 to win the race.
Probably.
And you know what the worst?
Instead of being like, hey, Austin, you just wrecked 19 cars.
Yeah. One of the worst things I hate about this is Austin's actually a likable guy. When he did that Dale Jr. episode, like, what, 2 years ago before he...
Oh, yeah.
Like, I came out of that like, dude, I actually like this guy.
If he was on a different team, he would be 10 times less of a jerk.
I think so.
I think so.
He did the Dale Jr.'s
Like
podcast.
you said,
Like,
he doesn't know better.
yeah.
Like, I don't think he actually knows better. He's got no one on his side saying, you're an idiot.
No, I think just some people grow up to be bullies.
Yeah.
And I think he was going to take this route if he was at Colin or RCR.
I think it could have been reeled in by someone like Junior more so. Do I think that's inherently kind of how he is? Yeah, but I think where he is making it a lot worse.
I don't know if they're saving him because, like we've said, there's no one on the team telling him no. None of the other drivers give a shit about him because he's the size of a fucking Mack truck.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Carson in the Cup Series. Oh, stay away from that guy, watch out for that guy, but no one does anything about it. The team loves it. Sponsors apparently don't have a problem with it. Austin Hill sponsors love it because every time he does something stupid, their equipment's out on the track fixing it. So United Rentals was on track for 45 minutes.
Jesse needs to get out of Dodge.
Oh, Jesse Love.
Dodge.
No, he means like get out of there. Get out of Dodge. That's a saying. Get out of Dodge. You've never heard that?
No.
It's
All right.
extremely common.
Apparently rich people are saying.
Yeah. But, ultimately Connor Zillich sails off to check the flag and then takes a horrifying tumble in victory lane.
Yeah, this was, I mean, we can joke about it because he's okay, but in the moment,
Is he, though?
I don't think so.
I mean,
he said on DVC that he was out.
I know he was out. You can see how stiff his arms
He
were.
said he
was out
remembers getting, so basically, if you didn't see it, which if you haven't, you live under a rock.
Don't
everywhere.
Just don't watch it.
He stood up, he went to stand up on the windowsill of the car to do the whole, hands in the air, get sprayed with water because he's 12 up here.
Yeah.
But as he's getting to stand up, he kind of like the window net, instead of being flipped into the car, is flipped over the door. As he gets to stand up on it, he already kind of slips on it.
Yeah.
And he goes to fix it. And then as soon as he stands up and lets go of the car, he slips, one of his legs goes into the car. The other one goes out of the car.
Yeah,
and
he kind of follows the net into the car.
Follows the net into the car, and he just gets
Follows the net into the car.
shit whipped down into the ground, which that's
Right down into the ground.
His foot got caught on the headrest
Yes.
side of the seat, and he gets whipped down.
And I mean, we didn't on TV. You couldn't see what hit. This is what I think caused a lot of speculation. Is the initial live TV shot. He falls basically out of frame. Like you just see his feet fly up in the air. So all of us seeing that, all we think is he just cracked his fucking head open. Kudos to CW. They cut away from it pretty quick. Adam Alexander was like, and we'll be right back. And they cut away from it, which was awful because I was watching it up at the lake, so I was watching the stream. I was watching the international one, so it didn't go to commercial. It just went to it went to turn one, just a static camera at turn one, and then you start hearing the ambulances. Like you hear this eerie siren off in the distance, and we're like, oh fuck.
Because I turned the race off because I started doing something else, and then I started getting messages. So I turned the race back on I didn't get to see a replay. I'm just sitting in turn one to dead silence.
It's like eerily silent.
And then just a siren slowly getting louder.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, it feels like a horror movie.
Yeah. So they show that. I mean, they come back from commercial again. Adam Alexander did great. They went to the pit road reporter, I forget who it was, and he sounded shaken. Basically the update was that he was on a backboard and he was getting loaded into the ambulance. Connor said on BBC today that he remembers starting to fall, and then the next thing he remembers, he was on a backboard going to the ambulance. So he was out for like multiple minutes.
Yeah.
They say his only injury is a broken collarbone. Your egg got scrambled, homie. If you were out for that long, sorry, your eggs got scrambled. Because I'm with you. When he hit the ground, the thing that was freaking me out, because you didn't see him actually make impact, but then the camera panned down, and he had that, like, what is it called? the fencing, like we see it with when football players get, hockey players get concussions.
Yeah.
The arms kind of like, they get that weird posture. He had that, and he wasn't moving.
UFC fights, you see them go stiff.
Yeah, he went stiff as a board.
There's a couple other angles that have come out that you can see from the other angle.
Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah,
Very
so
much out. So
busted collarbone. He said he made on TBC today. I listened to the whole thing, but he did say that he is probably going to have surgery.
yeah.
SVG came out in an interview and basically said that he went through this a couple years ago. He got the surgery, they put plates in, and he was racing 2 weeks later.
Well, I
He said
think
it was uncomfortable as hell, but
surgeries for collarbones are optional. I think collarbones are a set it, forget it type injury, but if he wants to return to racing this year, the surgery is pretty much metal splits that they'll put in to hold it in place
Well,
to assist it to heal, but so you still have some mobility, you can still use it and put the belt on. Normally, collarbones, or you go to the doctors, and they're just like, all right, maybe a couple weeks for that to heal.
the problem with the plates, and this is what SVG said, is he said he felt great until he got in the car and they cinched the belts down. He said he could feel the plate like rubbing on everything, and
right.
and I remember that girl we used to snowboard with, Jess, when she blew her ankle apart. She got plates in her leg, and like a year later, she tried to snowboard, and when she put the boot on, she could literally feel the bolts like digging in, and it was like, yeah.
Oh.
So he's going to be in. I mean, obviously there's zero timeline. Good news is Xfinity's off this coming week. They are not in Richmond.
Right.
They don't come back till Daytona. So I mean, they have time. They have time to come up with a plan of attack of what they're going to do. I could see him starting Daytona and then getting out of the car. Start park just to get the points.
What, 1 point?
No, have somebody else get in. He starts the race, the points go to him.
Oh.
Like, so that's, so a lot of people were saying,
Dale Jr. gets in the car, Daytona.
oh my god, no, maybe you wouldn't allow it.
Just need to know.
It says the entire world will
Yeah.
It says Hunter's Village on the car, so you won't know.
Because that's what happened when Dale broke both collarbones in Talladega. He went to the Brickyard the next weekend, got in the car, started it, ran like 10, 15 laps, and it was in a massive amount of pain and got out. And then the next weekend was Watkins Glen, and that's when the hurt so good, got the pole, the 2 broken collarbones thing happened. So I would 100% could see him starting Daytona and then getting the fuck out of that car as quickly as he feels discomfort. You know, that way he doesn't, he gets the points, he started the race, he doesn't have to go through the waiver shit again. You know what I mean? But they said they're still working on a timeline. Justin Marks had a statement yesterday basically saying that they're taking all aspects in, it's Trackhouse, it's Red Bull, it's Chevy, it's Junior Motorsports. Everybody's involved, and it's like they said, it's kind of we have to look at this season versus like he's still a young kid, like we can't jeopardize his whole life. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, he's too much of a talent to take a risk on.
But I was for a little while there, for a couple hours. I mean, people were comparing it, and this is honestly how it felt because we didn't know what happened. It was that eerie feeling of like Newman in 2020 when they signed off from the broadcast and you didn't know anything. For like 2 hours, I was just refreshing Twitter hoping something came out.
Yeah, I mean, it got comforted quick. I mean,
Once his dad started making
posted
jokes.
like, I don't know, 45 minutes after the broadcast shut off that, yeah, he's awake, he's at the hospital, blah, blah, blah. So we weren't left in suspense for hours on end.
Newman was, 48 hours later, we finally got an answer?
Yeah, we didn't know Newman was fine until here's a picture of him walking out of the hospital. Like, bitch, what? I thought he was in the morgue.
Yeah.
You guys didn't tell us shit.
Let's keep moving here. I'm getting hot.
Getting?
Oh, it's spicy in here.
Bro, we're in pants.
That's your fault.
I come right straight from work.
All right. The Cup race on Sunday, absolute bloodbath for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw SVG hang out behind some people for a little while, but an absolute bloodbath.
He literally is, we've said it a couple races this year already that he's just toying with them.
Yeah.
He knows he doesn't have to push it. He'll get around him when he gets around him, and that's what happened with Blaney. He stayed behind Blaney until Blaney fell off.
All I'm saying is, he was so fast, he probably could have stayed out for stage points. He fucking spoiled son of a bitch. Give me some extra points.
I think your guy didn't pull over and let people go on the last lap.
So he breaks the tie with Jimmy and Tony for the most wins as a rookie.
Yep.
Ties Chase Elliott for the 4 in a row.
Yep.
Jeff Gordon does have 6 in a row road courses.
Yep.
The conversation that everybody's having is rehashing is he the greatest road course racer that we've ever seen?
I have a hard time answering this because it was so different. Like
Right.
Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart.
I'm going to go around the horn on that question.
Who's to say Marcus Ambrose wasn't way better than that? But he was just in shit equipment.
Yep.
So now SVG, because we were like, oh, he was racing Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart in their prime. Would they be able to beat him? Or blah, blah, blah. I was like, who knows? Because back then he would have been in like a fucking Bill Davis car.
So what is your opinion? Yes or no, or don't know?
I mean, yes on paper, just from statistics. But then it's so impossible to compare generations like that.
In my opinion, I said this to Scumbag before you guys got here. The equipment that Gordon had was the best equipment. Trackhouse isn't the best equipment. And this equipment is more equal than the equipment was back then. So he has more equal equipment, and he's not the highest of the equal equipment. 1. The field actually pays attention to road racing.
Oh, my
now.
thunder.
2.
You said that to him before you got here.
Yeah, and the margin of victory is massive.
Yeah.
He's the only person to ever have double-digit leads twice in a season.
Yeah.
So that just eliminates Gordon's numbers right there.
Gordon and Stewart were doing it against.
Equipment, field quality, and just sheer level of dominance.
Gordon and Stewart had to beat. I said this to them before you got here. Gordon had who could have beat him at road courses? Mark Martin and Ricky Rudd.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the '90s and even the early 2000s. In the early 2000s, I mean, juniors talked about it. They only had to go to 2 road courses a year. They didn't give a shit. They just showed up, got through the weekend, and went home. So that's who Jeff was going up
Yeah,
against.
you got 15 guys that could win on any given
Absolutely.
road.
I mean, you name half the field that, even guys that don't win regularly, Busher, Cindric, those guys are all good road racers. Briscoe.
Busher has the best average finish in the whole damn.
You know what I'm
Cup
saying?
Series.
Like guys that you wouldn't expect. Yeah. But like,
I feel that.
you're right. Like probably 15 to 20 guys in the field are good enough to go out and win a race.
Yeah,
And
well, just even Cup regulars, look at them when they go to lower series. Look how much better they are than them at road courses.
Yes.
And it's guys that Chase Briscoe, he has a little road racing experience. He was so good in the Xfinity road courses.
Yeah.
And it's now transferred to Cup. Cole Custer, Austin Cindric, Tyler Reddick, like these guys were all so good in the Xfinity road course racing, and they have no road racing backgrounds.
Yeah.
So it just shows you how much everyone is just paying more attention to it now, and which makes the SVG thing maybe look even better. But it's tough. The guys are so even
Yeah,
now.
I'm with Norm. It is hard to quantify because again, you're talking about 2 completely different eras. But I just think what SVG is doing in what he's doing it in against who he's doing it against, all those things pile up. And like you said, how he's doing it. Like he's not winning with Seatbelt a second behind him. He is getting in front, managing his shit well, not taking stupid risks.
He's getting in front whenever he freaking
Whatever he wants to, and then he fucking drives away. He was already halfway through his first burnout when Seatbelt crossed
He's
the
setting
finish
his
line.
fantasy lineup while he's hanging out behind Blaney, who's fighting for his life.
Yeah.
That being said, he didn't set the fastest lap. Larson did. So Larson's at least in his ballpark, but I think SVG just puts together longer.
He puts the whole race
Yeah.
together.
But
I don't think he
it's
gives a
tough-
shit.
It's tough to compare because we can go back a couple years and look at what AJ Allmendinger used to do in the 47 club.
Right.
Look at what he did in the 16 or 10 or whatever number that was when he won for Collie at Indy.
Yeah.
That is a car that back in that day had no chance of being as fast as Williams. He wasn't beating Tony Stewart in that equipment. He wasn't beating Jeff Gordon in that equipment, but he was able to overcome. Freaking didn't Kurt Busch win at Sonoma in the Phoenix car?
Yeah. Yeah.
That car didn't belong on a racetrack, never mind winning a cup race.
Right.
So is Kurt Busch the greatest road course racer of all time? Because he beat the best guys and the best
Terry
cars.
Labonte
The
almost
worst
won.
one.
If he did it 5 times, yeah.
Yeah, but
Terry
it's
almost
just,
won
it's
Sonoma.
an impossible
Where
comparison.
whatever that fucking car was. Yeah. It's a hard comparison, but I just think, given the body of work and how dominant it's been,
Yeah.
it's
Like I said,
Everyone hates it, and I love it.
I
like watching it.
He's going to be the best.
I enjoy watching it asking. Like the Martin Truex year when he put a beating on everyone at the 600.
I hated that year.
Like seeing someone drive away.
No, that race I think is terrible. That race was terrible because that was
No,
4.5
I
hours. That was, I'm just saying, that was 4.5 hours of waiting for something to happen and nothing ever happened.
But I enjoy a good ass kicking.
Any race but the 600, please.
Once
That
or
race
twice
is
a
terrible. Yeah.
Him doing it now 4 times in 1 year, potentially 5 when we go back to code or the Roval. That's where it's like, all right.
No, he's not going to win at the
Yeah, the
Roval
goalposts are
because-
already beat.
No, people have more time on that road course. If they had more time on Watkins Glen.
I've already heard it. I've already heard it on multiple shows. The goalposts are already being moved. They said it about Sonoma. They said it about the Glen. Now they're saying it about the Roval. It's a very tight technical track. It's not flowy. He doesn't have as much time on it. I think it being a tight
Field's going to be closer.
I think a tight technical track is more of what he wants. Look at what he does to you in Chicago.
Hey, guess what? The braking zones are 20 times as tough as they are Watkins.
Yeah.
And what is he the best
Good
at?
luck,
braking
bro,
zones.
course
Yeah.
ringer.
Yeah.
The only way you can stop him is pray for a mechanical failure or some late race restart where you can just shit.
Or Chase Briscoe, Leroy Jenkins did it.
I honestly,
Chicago took
Yes.
him. Yeah. Like that's what Denny said on his podcast.
Yes.
Is the only way you're taking him out is by an act of God,
Yeah.
a mechanical failure, or he screws up.
Which
he barely made a small mistake and gave it away to Busher.
Yeah.
In the calling car.
Yeah.
I just want to see more SVGs.
Yeah.
Like
Is there more SVGs?
Everyone's been comparing it. There are hundreds of more SVGs. A road racer in their prime getting in equal equipment.
Calls dad up.
Juan Pablo Montoya missed out on that because he wasn't in equal equipment. Tony Stewart, he was in good equipment.
Yeah.
But some cars were better. Marcus Ambrose, AJ Omendinger, hell, Boris said, Ron Fellows, the guys that came in and were the road course ringers were just never in good equipment, so we never got to see it.
We never did.
SVG gets in, and guess what? Stock car is a stock car. You're not going to get beat by another car. It's going to get beat by other drivers. So SVG is in the best case scenario. So I want to see more SVGs come over. I want to see Will Brown try again. I want to see Joey Hand get another shot at it. I want to see these guys that are in good shape, Brody Kostecki, get some IndyCar guys over here.
I want to get Scotty. I want to get Scotty.
Scotty Knapp and
so
Joseph
bad.
in the same race. Although, after the Stacking Pennies episode, Will Power, get him to hell in the NASCAR. That dude's awesome.
Yeah.
There are a lot of cool IndyCar guys that would do great over here. But I just want to see, like, people are talking about Kimi Räikkönen in the chat right now, or Jensen Button. Those are guys way past their prime. They're on a retirement tour. They're not going to come over here and be as competitive. SVG was still competitive, if not the best guy or whatever, top 2 guys over in supercars when he left.
He left because he was still dominant. I mean, he won that
It was
championship.
Kostecki, right?
That championship he won.
Around, they were head to head.
They went to the new cars and he hated them. So that's half the reason he came over here.
Take a look at the playoff line. Not a huge change per se. A few points shifts a little bit, but Tyler Reddick's still plus 117. Bowman plus 60. Busher does gain a bit on his teammate Ryan Freeze at plus 34 and minus 34 heading into Richmond. Kyle Busch essentially definitely being in a must-win scenario. 102 points.
I think NBC did great this week. They paid a lot of attention to the cutoff line because the race for the lead wasn't that exciting. So we got to see a lot of the playoff line talk, which I thought was cool. Because it gave guys like Bowman, Busher, Priest, guys that weren't necessarily going to win the race, but they gave them a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see, and they highlighted some of their strategies and stuff like that, like Bowman and Chase. Chase is obviously battling Willie B for the championship, regular season championship. So they really focused on those 2 guys going for playoff or going for stage points and showing how different their strategies were from the leaders necessarily. And so it was cool to watch the race from a strategy perspective. Felt a little F1-y.
A little bit.
Because it was all of a sudden a strategy race. There wasn't a whole lot going on track. The package sucks butts.
Yeah.
Couldn't pass. It was impossible.
The only time there was passing, I will say, I want to echo what Denny said on his show, that this is one of the few tracks where they got the tire right.
Yeah.
Because the tire has a lot of fall off. It gradually happens. I mean, you saw it at the end. A couple guys just fell off the face of the earth because they.
Chase, Bowman, Hocevar, like there were 4 or 5 guys that just.
I did want to bring up one thing though, and I know you were heated about it last night, Mr. Belcher.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is Ty Gibbs' problem?
Oh, yeah.
I went back one of those pages.
Speaking of a kid who's never been told no in his life.
Yeah, I went back in one of the pages. I don't remember if it was Basso or the other one that shows the in-cars with the radio and all that. I went back and watched it again, and he is just such a whiny little shit. I give Gabe Hart credit for being like, do you want to, since you know everything, you want to call a strategy now?
Yeah.
Like, he gave it right back to him. If you missed it, Ty Gibbs kind of was all pissed because his car had no turn. His spotter's trying to keep him in it. He's like, yeah, you get a good run off this corner, and then he comes back and goes, I have shit tires, I can't fucking do anything. And then he's like, we need to do something. And then, I mean, Gabe Hart keyed the radio up and was basically like, since you know what's going on so well, how about you come over here and run strategy? Or do you want to let us do what we're doing, and it'll all work out?
At 30 seconds of broadcast across the radio, they definitely weren't expecting, because when they cut back to the broadcast, they're like,
yeah.
That was our bad.
And that fucking kid.
That 30 seconds we heard was very telling.
Oh, there is.
Because we've sang his praises a few times, as people keep saying. We've given him some flowers.
We almost made it a whole episode.
So people have been singing his praises quite a bit for shutting his mouth, us included, for shutting his mouth, putting his head down, and just digging.
Completely different kid from when he was in Xfinity 2
Come
years
to find out, he's just doing that in the public eye. He's still a little shit behind the scenes.
I think he really matured for a year. But
I think he's getting frustrated.
The no win is really looming over him. I think watching Chase Briscoe come over and the success of Chase Briscoe, like, it's one thing to be beat by Denny and Seabell. It is what it is.
Well, now you're lowest on the totem.
Yeah, and now Seabell comes over, his first year in the car, and he's fucking way outdoing everybody's expectations.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Seabell.
Oh, Briscoe, I'm sorry. Brisk.
Brisk.
Seabreed, Seabell. Okay.
Stop.
Somebody make a t-shirt.
Don't make fetch happen.
We're trying to make Hurricane happen.
That too.
So yeah, I think there's just frustration that's been building over the lack of wins, the lack of performance. He's the only guy out of the playoffs right now on that team.
Yeah.
So I think it's boiling.
Wait.
And I think he's going back to his old self.
I mean, just
but nothing will be done of it. He'll probably fire Chris Gabehart, one of the best crew chiefs to ever do it.
Yep.
And replace him with a yes man.
So we are heading off to Richmond. Short track, we got Richmond, Daytona, and then it is the playoffs.
We get a fucking Saturday night race, boys. Finally.
That's exciting.
Finally, and shouts to all of our boys heading down there. I know Carteropoli, Levi. Oh yeah, there's 2 Saturday night races in a row.
Daytona's Saturday night race?
Yes. Yeah.
Fun, yeah. Oh, you guys want to hang out for that? Like,
I'd be down.
watch it up at a lake house somewhere?
I'd be down. Well,
We can do that.
wait, 2 weeks? Actually,
Maybe watch it here.
I might be going. I will be gone.
You son of a biscuit eating
Oh, Kyle, next Thursday, damn under.
Okay. Maybe we can come here.
I will be gone for
I'm down.
Daytona.
Oh, I was like, you're going to Daytona?
No, I won't be.
Sorry.
I won't be around. We're going camping. We're going back Sunday.
Oh, nice. You want to go over?
Yeah.
You want to go over?
I'm down.
Daytona night?
I'll set up the iPad, and then you can just like
We can FaceTime
just like have a live stream.
finally use the Starlink.
I'll have Starlink watching it on my TV in my camper.
We
So
doing
don't worry about
Daytona
it.
or Richmond?
Yeah. No, I mean, just so we're all in the same room.
Oh, okay.
You talk to each
I'll
other.
just. You figured out hologram tech yet?
No, I haven't met that.
You know how
It's supposed to cool off.
Are going to be in their campers just drinking their little, what are those little mini beers called?
Oh yeah. Shit, those camp.
They're going to be sitting in the camper just sipping those, watching the race, FaceTiming us.
Yeah.
Living their best life.
Cool. So let's answer some questions.
Sure.
Yeah. We can start with the Instagram. See what we got there. We will start with Fab Life 11. Aw, do we require harnesses and scissor lifts in Victory Lane now? That's not very nice.
Aw.
Also, no, we'll provide them with United Rentals.
They did say that Connor said he heard from another driver on Sunday that in their pre-race team meeting they were told, do not stand on the car anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened to that? Was a rule for years.
Well, no, the rule was you couldn't get on the roof.
Yeah, but now that's okay.
Yeah, apparently.
But there was some talk about, I mean, I think Chris Leone was in our Discord talking about it, about all the rubbish on the roof. I don't think it played a huge role into it, but they could definitely give them a little bit more breathing room.
That was all window net.
Yeah, that was 100% window net. I don't think that caused the issue, but that being said, push that shit back a couple feet. Why does it need to be right on top?
Yeah. What have we got? What's next? Hey, the Danforth. If Ambrose was in the same car SVG is in, how many wins would he have had?
In his prime, who knows?
Yeah.
It's impossible to know.
Pretty much played this game. Golf Country TDI, a trip up north. There's your episode there. Probably should send that to us, not in the questions that we read at the end.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Appreciate you. Ronan H21. Ronan! Congrats to me on the tasty dinner from Mama Belch.
Yes.
She was so happy.
That picture was the greatest.
Oh my god.
Ronnie, you didn't even send it, that was honest.
Yeah, completely unnecessary.
Could have been a text.
This meeting could have been an email.
Sam Valley 95. What's 2 things would you change in NASCAR to your liking? What's 2 things would you change in NASCAR?
Bring back Gen 6s.
Your phonetics. Mo Power.
I was gonna say on that different packages, like a short trip. Go back to the different like short track package, intermediate package. I.e., leave them the fuck alone right now for intermediates because it's perfect, and then figure out something for the short tracks like 1,000 horsepower and smaller brakes.
Yeah. More power, narrower tires.
Small tires, yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Engine package from the early 2000s, so I'm talking both power baby and X-Pipe Bluetooth baby. Let's go.
All the power,
All
baby.
aboard McClure Racing every lap and every track. And
Yeah.
let's get rid of the playoffs.
What stadium and also say about 95. What stadium and track tours have you done? Is there ones that you want to do?
Oh, like tour the track.
Stadium and track tours, so like Fenway.
I've done Fenway 100 times. I did Daytona when I was a kid, like talking 99, 98, somewhere in that. No,
Yeah.
90. Yeah, there's like 7 I think I did that. I did Charlotte in 99. That one was fun because, so Daytona, if you've ever done it, they did the little tram, brings you around on the apron and you can look up at the banking and it's cool. Charlotte, they packed us into a 15-passenger van and homeboy sent it off into turn 3 at 70 miles an hour. It was as a like 11-year-old,
Yeah, it's pretty
heaven,
fast.
heaven. I'm sure.
I honestly have never done a tour of a stadium and or a track. I've been to all these. I've never done like a guided tour.
The Fenway tour is awesome.
Oh, I've done Fenway again.
I've never done it.
I know every inch of Fenway.
Well, I do too, but it's still fun. Like we brought her when her sister was, when my sister-in-law was like 12. She came down and stayed with us. We lived in Boston for a week in the summer, and we brought her there, and we were out there during like batting practice, and they were throwing. We were up on the Green Monster, and the outfielders were throwing balls up into the stands and stuff. Like the Fenway tour is really cool because you get to go in some sick places.
Yeah. I remember it was one time my sister, like my family and I went to a game there, and we got there like asshole early, and the guys were like, "Oh, you guys want to like help us like take care of the field and stuff like that?"
Yes.
So they brought us out onto the field.
That's
like we raked all like the dirt and all that
That's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, helped bring out the bags and stuff like that. Basically, so pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really the only track tours I did. It's funny when I was a kid.
The only official tour I've ever done was Daytona.
Yeah.
I got a little behind the scenes, and that was 25 years ago. I think that was the summer of 01, actually.
No,
Summer. Post. I got an unofficial tour of like the underground under TD Garden.
That's
Oh, that's sick.
Because my old job, we used to work on the Zambonis and maintain the Zambonis.
Yep.
So we had to go there for a service call. And I got to go stand out in the middle of TD Garden, but no one was there. There was
That's
no
cool.
ice.
I played hockey.
Yeah, so we got like a little tour of that. I will say, been to a bunch of stadiums, been to a bunch of tracks, but the bucket list tour would be Indianapolis.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I will say my wife beat us all because she did the Daytona. Shut up. She did the Daytona tour. I think end of February in '98. So when they went on pit road, you could still see the 3 that he drew in the grass when he did the donuts in the grass.
That's awesome.
She literally was like, you can still see it clear as day where he did the donuts in the grass. And that's what that picture of her standing next to his car, Daytona USA. She's
sick.
like, she tells me that, and I'm like, that's so sick.
Yeah, right.
See, I either went in 01 or 2000, I think 2000.
Yeah.
But I think I went to Disney for the millennium.
Yeah.
L98 Jake has a couple. Another weekend where I regret Austin Hill being my follow through the ranks guy. To be clear, I'm off that train, but I really wanted to watch him grow and watch. Really wanted to like him to watch him.
I felt the same way after that Dale Jr. download, and now I just no.
He was interesting at first for like 5 minutes because it's RCR, so you're kind of curious.
Yeah.
And RCR was kind of, after the Dillon brother years, you were kind of curious to see how they were going to kind of rebuild. But luckily for you, falling through the ranks, I think you're at the top.
Yep.
I don't think there's many more ranks for him to go, and I don't think he's going there.
Right. M98 again. NPC's incredible camera work. Even translates to freak accidents and big money. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that was on NBC, though, CW.
True.
Oh, yeah. Boo. Yeah.
That being said, they were probably using NBC's cameras.
And he said, if I can't make this joke, then skip it. I think we can make jokes on the podcast. Connor could have just said he didn't want to do that.
Yeah. I felt bad. I said this when we were doing iRacing that night after we found out he was okay. The crew was so awkward.
Yeah.
Like, they just didn't know what to do, and they all just kind of stood there until someone was like,
yeah, I'm glad these are the guys behind me in case of an emergency.
I would have thought.
A bunch of idiots.
That's the thing. I said, well, that first person run down.
I would have dove over the car.
Yeah.
The first person, too, was a safety worker.
Yeah.
Medic or whatever.
That is it for the Instagram. What do we got in the
We
Discord?
got a couple in there that were worth mentioning. Not many. Dodger, in your guys' opinion, is SPG's dominance on the road course is getting a little embarrassing for the rest of the field? And if so, do we see anybody beating him?
Yeah, I love it. Embarrass the fuck out of here until they can beat you.
Because we would go to Daytona and Talladega every year, and they would talk about how good Dale Jr. and Michael Waltrip were.
DEI back in the day.
Yeah.
Or we go to Daytona, the Xfinity Series, and talk about how good Austin Hill is.
Yeah.
Is everyone else embarrassed? No, it's just they strive to beat them because they figured something out. I don't think it's embarrassing at all.
Beating Denny at whatever his favorite track
It's going to be embarrassing if no one ever catches up to him.
Yes.
Because it's like, all right, like, you guys really not picking up anything from this?
Yeah.
Is he just God?
You can see my feet on the camera on TV. You have my
every piece
traces.
of information except for what's going on inside his brain. And we're probably a year and a half away from the freaking mouthpiece telling you that. So it's like, it's only embarrassing if it continues for 5 years.
Yeah. All right, we got a combination question here because the question originally came from Joe Spinelli, but Levi added a better option.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill, domination.
Okay.
SVG at road courses. Truex Jr. at Dover. He put Kyle Larson in Xfinity, but I don't like that one. I'm going to go with the one that Levi said, and that's Kyle Busch in trucks.
SVG at road courses, I'm marrying fucking KB in the truck.
Ooh,
nice.
in the bed?
And nah, front seat, baby.
Front seat, all right. Does he know?
And I'll kill off Mark Truex Jr. at Dover.
I will agree with that.
I will too, just because the Mark Truex at Dover wasn't as big of a deal.
No, it wasn't.
Like he had like a 2 or maybe 3 year run at Dover,
there was
where it was like, oh, he's an issue for
How many years was it? Oh, Kyle Busch is in this truck race? Well, just give him the trophy.
Well, the issue
Yeah,
was
all
that
weekend.
he was able to do it every week.
Yes, exactly.
Now I look forward to it because he's in the truck so frequently.
Yeah.
He sucks when he's in it.
We got one.
Well, this week there's kind of a stacked field against him on that one.
We got one from one of our upside down friends, Flino.
Hey!
4:43 p.m. Morning, fellas.
Okay.
Just getting
Big
all
morning.
set for our national holiday here in Upside Down Land to celebrate New Zealand's greatest ever NASCAR driver. But I really need your opinions on the driving standards in NASCAR. The two big incidents in the Xfinity Series on Saturday are driver penalties straight away. I'm assuming he means over there.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on how NASCAR can clean this up? Because things are getting dangerous out there.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it.
a lot.
Yeah, we talked about it, well, after his suspension and again just now. So, yeah, you got to make things more severe and
Make it hurt.
make it hurt more.
Yeah, I guess. Spinelli with a fun one. Name one song that you would play over and over to torture your enemies. For example, the U.S. Army played Rock the Casbah over and over to wear down their enemies in Desert Storm.
Rebecca Black, Friday.
Facts. I love that song, but I'm sure someone doesn't. on the
Well,
other side.
after you listen to it 135 times, you can probably do it.
I did when it came out, because there was a running joke between all of our friends. I just listen to it all the time. That's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
Baby Shark.
Oh, that's up there.
Earworm.
Yeah.
The Macarena.
Gangnam Style.
That.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Fucking crazy frog.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that song.
Bang, bang.
I hate that song.
Oh, I love that. I've liked every song that's been listened, even Baby Shark.
Do
It's an
not play.
enjoyable banger for a couple minutes.
I thought you were going to play it. Right in your face.
S. Blakey, call back to last week's hot dog question. I know y'all love 100% beef dogs. I think you meant to say beef.
dog.
No, those are dog beef dogs.
Yes, but what about
Deer beef.
Deer
deer beef?
No, those
And I said hot dogs, those are expensive. What about,
No, they're mature, so they're deep.
he says we
They're
don't,
always from my
Yes,
backyard.
it is mature.
he loves the 100% beef dogs, but what about brands? Are you brand loyal to a beef dog?
I'm a ballpark guy, typically, but no, not really. Like,
As long as it's beef.
No, I almost
It's all
think like
beef.
Hamburg is a little bit more. Like Hamburg needs to be good Hamburg. Burgers.
yeah, as
I
long
feel
as
like
they're all
that's a
beef,
little
not
bit-
Snapskin, I'm in.
Yeah.
Nathan's, I always go for ballpark first, but the Nathan's one that they got from Pocono, fire.
Yeah.
What's
Like,
what's the one with the
K-
K?
KMs are mediocre. They're a little small.
They're fairly average.
They're hot dogs.
No, they're a little narrow and a little bit long, so they're longer than the hot dog. I prefer the shorter,
Fatter.
girthier ones.
So you want to tear up the sides, not bottom up.
Yeah, I want to feel at home.
Damn it, you got me. Last one from Instagram, from Discord, from our other upside down friend, Blocka.
What?
Looking back, what has Spire done better since Corey LaJoy was released?
Bringing him back into the truck.
Yeah, bringing him back. Oh, also, by
That's a
the way,
good paint schemes.
Brad Keselowski's lovely wife, if you could wait till like Saturday night to have that kid so Corey can hop in the 6 car at Richmond,
Oh,
I'm here for that.
speaking of Keselowskis,
Oh, we didn't talk about
we
that.
didn't talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
Keselowski went after her host.
No.
No,
Well, that happened, so yes, Keselowski, I've never seen that man move so
talking about
fast.
Papa.
No, Ryan, his brother.
Brian.
So you know Ryan Keselowski did all that time on that Dodge, ran the first truck for PKR, all that time
No,
restoring
it
it.
wasn't BKR, it was their dad's
Or it
truck.
was the dad's truck, yeah.
Which might have still been BKR, so I think their nephew was involved.
It was. Spent all this time restoring it. They found it last year. He's put all this time and effort into restoring it. And then this weekend at Watkins Glen, they had the same series that was at the Roval last year.
Mm-hmm.
They have that NASCAR Classics series where a bunch of guys show up with
Full stock cars.
everything from Gen 4s to trucks to Gen 6s, and they all race together. They actually race the shit out of those, too. It's not just a parade. They get after it. Hence why we're talking about this, because Brian Keselowski took that museum piece of a truck that he just spent all this time and money restoring and backed it into the turn 7 fence.
Yep.
Stuffed the fucking bad. And you knew he fucked up. Did you see the video of it?
Yeah.
He comes through 7, it starts to step out, and that boy pegs the throttle. Just please stay off the wall. And he smoked the back
Yeah,
end of
they
that
seemed
thing.
pretty lighthearted about it. Brad was there,
Yeah.
which was cool. I'm sure that was fun for both of them.
On the other side,
They'll get it fixed up better than new,
Yeah.
but it sucks. Like Stapleton, the exact same thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
think
posted it.
He might have been at the Roval, if I'm not mistaken, because I think they only really do it at Roval.
They only do it at road courses.
Road course.
I will say what you brought up though, we did see that on Sunday. I guess on Saturday during qualifying, Keselowski and Hocevar had a little bit of a disagreement, and that grainy security cam footage of that tall old man running up pit road to go get in Hocevar's face was incredible.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen Brad. Actually, that's the second time I've seen Brad run that fast for a shitter.
Boom! Wow, or a pole right there.
Yeah, I hope he hit him.
I don't think
I'll
he
give
did
it
it.
That was.
I think he just had.
But it was
strong
kind of
words.
funny because there was another angle of like at Hocevar's car, and you see Brad turn the corner, look in the car, see Hocevar's not in there, and immediately pivot and jump over the
He
pit
jumps
wall.
over the pit wall, yeah.
So
Why can't that stuff happen while we're hanging out on pit road?
So I guess what happened was, like we all saw on the broadcast, like Hocevar almost spinning out and hitting Brad out of turn 6. Like he almost smoked him. Brad was slowing down to get to pit road, and Hocevar is way out in Connor Zillich's land, drifting it off the track, and almost spins and hits Brad. But I guess before that, when Brad came up to do his hot lap, Carson was out like warming up his tires, going slow, and I guess like blocked Brad a couple times,
Yeah. Basically,
whether
that-
intentional or not.
Yeah, Hocevar fucked up his lap, so.
So Brad was pissed about that, just bad etiquette, I guess.
Yeah.
Just the next guy that hates him in the garage.
Which seems to be
Oh.
everybody.
For the most part.
Everybody.
So
Seems like no one likes it.
He has no
Well,
friends.
on that note, that will do it for yet another episode of Lucy's Fast Podcast.
Hope our boys have fun in Richmond this weekend. I'm sure we'll hear all about it because every other second in Discord they're saying how many minutes are left till they're there.
Take
tag
pictures
us.
of all your merch too while you're out there.
Yeah, wear some merch, you nerds.
Yeah, wear the merch. Oh yeah, Lucy's Fast Fanny Pack. Lucy's Fast Fanny Pack.
Fanny pack?
2,500 square. 25.
Dude, stop. Just stop. Just start over.
2,500 square.
Ain't enough about it.
Did you fall out of the car when you were celebrating this?
Yeah, it
weekend?
was-
Did you go to the hospital?
Made it all the way to Taco Bell. With a fanny.
No, you don't wear it like a fanny pack.
Yeah, we're like a crossbow.
You
It's
got
like a satchel.
You got a fanny pack. It's not a fanny pack in that.
Yeah, but hiking, you know, fanny pack in the
You
valley
put it over-
region.
You put it over your fanny.
I have a fanny. I have a long back. I have a long back that is attached to 2 legs.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, I'm Kyle Belcher.
You didn't. You missed the whole.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
follow us everywhere at.
LucisFast_pod on Instagram and Twitter. The Lucis Fast Podcast on YouTube. We actually had some more subscribers this week. We jumped up a little bit.
Like
We're
a
almost to 200. Hit that bell. Woo! When we go live before we blow a breaker.
Yeah.
We
I
did
took
this
to
week.
get tongues again. Sorry. Oh, Mark.
Don't talk about Kyle's tongue. I have to stand up in a minute.
It's been hot in here.
Why are you like this?
Extra saucy tonight, buddy. Oh. Drip.
Finally, we get some rain.
Kyle, let's stop recording.
Jesus Christ. Land the plane. Land the plane.
I'm Kyle Belcher.
I'm Dan Walker.
What about there?
Scumbag Steve.
And we'll catch you next week.
That's first name Scumbag, last name Steve.
You should have said it that way.
The name's Steve.
So fucking hot in here.
P3, baby.
That's a little podium boy to you guys.
Peel myself off the seat.